BBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Good evening.
The phone. Beg your pardon. This town ain't big enough for the both of us. What have you got against anyone with talent?
etc. You get the idea. It's just clips on a computer. So I've got sad news today, everybody. Very sad news. I've got lockjaw. I've actually got lockjaw. It's pretty much official now. They've still not changed the number on this screen, Chris.
I sent an email to the engineers.
Well, engineers who are all down the pub because someone's leaving. Get this, right? Someone is leaving here who works here. He's worked here for a very long time. So he's having 2 leaving dues. One today, on the day that he's leaving. That's fair enough. Everyone goes down the boozer, buys him a drink, pats him on the back. Well done for putting up with James O'Brien for 3 years. Excellent. And then he's having another leaving do in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time, when everyone will be going, Maxie who? I don't... Who? I don't remember. Well, there's the first question of the day. How many leaving dues is one man allowed to have? It just seems ridiculous. Well, I wouldn't even... You're not even going to his leaving do, are you, Chris? Disgusting.
Well, I might go to one of them, but I just don't know which one to pick.
Well, I'm going to go down there tonight and have a lemonade, and then I'm going to go and, that will be it.
Well, the one tonight is closer.
Yeah. In terms of time and space.
Yes.
Yeah, it ticks those boxes.
But he didn't give me any prior warning, so I'm not dressed for the occasion.
Well, I'm just going down the pub, isn't it? So, wait, what's our number now? Because this is wrong on here. 0845 60 60 973. How many? And as I thought, that has got the phones literally have gone mental there on the back of that. Well done, Ian. Good opening gambit there. So, I've got lockjaw after being scratched to death. Not death, obviously, by a cat the other day, and everyone last night saying, you should go and get a tetanus. You're going to have the lockjaw. Sorry, I just belched on the radio. How terribly rude of me. And I laughed it off. And then I woke up this morning with a terrible headache, really stiff neck, and my right calf muscle is really tight. And I think, I could be imagining this, I think I'm grinding my teeth a lot, and I keep finding my hands kind of clenched up in fists as though I'm sort of shrinking into myself. So I've got the lockjaw. And I was going to go into the walk-in centre. There's a walk-in centre on Frith Street in Soho. And I phoned them up. And I phoned them up and I said, right, I know this is a silly question, but can I just walk in? And she said, well, yeah, it's a walk-in centre. I said, so I just walk in? She said, yes, you do. But there's an hour and a half wait. So I couldn't be bothered to wait around for that, so I went home. So I think I've got lockjaw. If there are any things I can do to ease the lockjaw, then I'm reading in the paper today. Hang on a minute. There's the Metro. I was reading the Metro. I was on the tube today. Not that one. 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 Not... Ah! This one! All right, listen to this. A father died after being bitten by his children's pet rat. So I'm thinking I've got lockjaw, right, after being scratched by a cat. Not just on my arm and my face, up my nose. I've got scratch, James, up my nose. Literally. That's where most of the blood was coming from. And every time Anyway. So I'm thinking I've got lockjaw, and then I read this over a woman's shoulder. A father died after being bitten by his children's pet rat. Matthew Waring was scratched and nipped on his right hand, same as me, by the rodent, but ignored the small wound because he did not think it was serious. However, the 36-year-old, I'm nearly 36, father of 3, noticed swelling and red marks on his arms day later and went to his GP, who prescribed antibiotics. A few days later, he complained of shortness of breath and was taken to hospital. Then he died. I'm actually going to die of cat scratch. And also, what makes it worse is when the cat scratched me, she then weed all on me. So I've got, cat's urine coursing through my veins. Like some kind of crazy cat wee heroin.
Your scratch is still on the website as well.
Oh, it's on the website. If you want to go and look at my scratch, it's up there. lbc.co.uk. then, just hunt around, you come across it if you're unlucky. Right, 0845 60 60 973. We've got a lot of calls racked up now, so let's go to... We haven't, we've only got you, Joel. You're the only person that's bothered to call in tonight.
First-time caller as well.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure on you, mate. Normally I'd go easy on you, but today, you're the only person here. I've got to come at you with all guns a-blazing. Make it good.
You were saying about someone trying to have another leaving do?
There's a man who is leaving here today. He's having 2 leaving do's, and that, to me, just is greedy.
Yeah, a friend of mine tried that as well.
Yeah.
He was sent to Singapore for a year with his company. So we wished him well, went out and had, food and a drink.
Food and a drink, yeah. That's nice. That's fair enough.
2 weeks later, get an email. He's coming back for 2 weeks to work in London.
What? Hang on. So what did he want? Everyone to go and see him again? Welcome back or something?
No, see him again, because he was only going to be in London for a week and then go out for another leaving do.
Well, now, if he'd been away for 6 months, you could kind of go, well, yeah, it'd be nice to see Mark again. He was an all right fella. Was he an all right fella, or was he an idiot?
Oh, no, great bloke.
Great bloke, but still, 2 weeks later, that seems a little bit,
Yeah, everyone blew him out.
Yeah, good. Well, I don't want to, be rude, but I hope everyone blows Maxie out on his second leaving do. And also, the second place, he's booked somewhere. Well, yeah. For goodness sakes, man, give it a break.
Another quick thing, Ian.
Yeah, good job, because, again, you're still the only caller we have.
Well, 2 things, then. First thing...
You take your time. Just take your time, brother. You could be here for as long as I am.
Alrighty. Shindiggery, brilliant. Listened to loads of it today.
Good lad, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm not doing one this week. I can't be bothered, but there'll be one next week.
And thirdly...
Yes.
Because you're Xbox man...
Oh, man, I'm loving the 360.
Do you ever play Oblivion?
I haven't got Oblivion yet. That's the underwater thing, isn't it?
You've got to do it.
Do you know what? I've got 4 copies of Halo 3 in my flat, and I've still not played that. I'm still playing Rainbow Six.
Oh, okay.
I'm obsessed with Rainbow Six. Oh, Joel, listen, stay there then. Hang on a second.
Yep.
I've got to read this, but pretend I'm not reading it.
Okay.
SoftUK.com have given us Stranglehold for the Xbox 360. In this game, you can take on the role of Inspector Tequila from John Woo's film Hard Boiled, starring Chow Yun-fat. So you play Chow Yun-fat. Included are cinematic gun battles in real time or revolutionary slow motion. This game is an 18+ game, and we'll be giving it away sometime tonight. So that's good. But yeah, no, I've not played Oblivion.
Oh, it's basically, like you get a Sky Plus and your life changes.
Yeah.
I just reckon Oblivion's like the video game where your life changes because it's so vast.
Oh, man. Well, in that case, I may treat myself to it this weekend.
Do it.
Joel, thank you very much for that. We have other callers now, so I can let you go.
Cheers, Ian.
Bye-bye. What a nice man. Right, 0845 60 60 973 is the phone number. It's Yinka.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Jesus.
I was just going to call, about your tetanus thingy with your cat. Because when you were little, did you get a tetanus jab?
Yeah.
But then it's all right then.
No, because it doesn't last forever.
Doesn't it?
No, it should last for 15 years, but they recommend you get one done every 5 to 10 years.
What's the point of that then?
So you don't get tetanus between the ages of 15 and 25?
Yeah, but what if you get scratched after 25?
Well, you should have had another tetanus by then.
Then why haven't you?
Well, I was cocky and young and arrogant like you, Yinka, and I didn't think I'd get scratched and weed on by a cat.
Did you just say I'm arrogant?
Yes, I did, yes.
Cool.
Nice one.
So I've been listening to you since, ages. Since
ages. Chris, she's been listening to me since, back in the day. That is hardcore. You know the score.
Weekends and that, do you remember, the Sunday nights and stuff?
Oh, I remember. We used to do a show on Sunday night. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Hang on, me and Chris are going to have a little reminisce. Chris, do you remember when we used to do a show on Sunday nights?
No, I think I did some harp music.
Oh, no, that one's rubbish. Hang on. Do you remember when we used to do a show on Sunday nights? Yeah, we stopped doing it 2 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, well, thanks for calling. What a delightful fruitcake. Oh, it's time for this. I remember Alan Joyce. I remember Alan Joyce. I remember Alan Joyce.
I've never heard of him. The A40 very slow heading out of town from the northern roundabout to the Target roundabout in Norfolk following an accident earlier on. It's causing long delays on the North Circular from Chiswick towards Hanger Lane as well. The M4 is also struggling as a result, crawling into town from Junction 4 at Heathrow to Junction 1 at Chiswick, and it's also affecting the A4 heading out of town from Hammersmith and the whole area around Shepherd's Bush as well. Do add your updates to 08000 68 60 80. The M25 is also still very busy anti-clockwise, although it's much improved in the last half an hour or so. Busier stretches now are 15 to 13. That's at the M4 down to Staines, and 8 to 6 from Reigate to Godstone. Clockwise still slow in patches from 12 to 17. That's the M3 up towards Rickmansworth. The M1 still looks solid heading out of town from Junction 5 at Watford up to 8 at Hemel Hempstead, heading up towards the roadworks section. As for the tubes, a fair few problems this evening as well. Delays on the Circle, Piccadilly Northern and Victoria lines, and also on the Amersham branch of the Metropolitan line. And on the trains, one railway have delays of up to 20 minutes via Ingatestone, and that's because of a problem at a level crossing there earlier. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in 15 minutes.
Nothing on the telly to watch? Listen to London's LBC 97.3 instead. You can hear us via your TV on Sky Channel 0177.
Exclusively blended Prosecco Robusto Rosé from the hillside vineyards of Veneto. And a bottle is yours, absolutely free, when you spend over £35 on food or drink at M&S until Saturday. This is not just food. This is M&S food. Offer runs Thursday to Saturday. See in-store for details. Selected stores only. Subject to availability. Enjoy wine responsibly.
Free inside the Mail on Sunday. Travis. 12 great tracks, including the brand new single, My Eyes. Free inside this weekend's Mail on Sunday.
What does your dad mean to you? And how did the big fella influence your life? I'm Paul Ross, and all next week with And When Did You Last See Your Father, the new film based on Blake Morrison's best-selling memoir, I want you to tell me your stories about your dad. It could win you a helicopter ride for two across London.
If you've got something to say about your dad, log on now to lbc.co.uk and listen to Paul Ross, weekday afternoons from 4 next week.
If our purpose on this earth is to leave it a better place for our children, we haven't done badly.
And When Did You Last See Your Father? The fantastic new film starring two of our country's finest actors, Jim Broadbent and Colin Firth. Out Friday the 5th of October with LBC 97.3. LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Roberta.
Hello.
Hey.
Listen, lockjaw's quite dangerous. You need to get an injection.
Right.
Now, what I suggest you do, so you don't have to pay, is you go to St Thomas's Casualty.
Oh, in Highgate?
No. St.
Oh, Thomas's, that's in South London. That's miles away.
Yeah, but you'll have to. You don't want to die on the programme.
I don't mind paying. Listen, hey, I've got loads of money. Me.
Have you?
How much is a tetanus jab? What, 50 quid?
I've no idea, but you can, if you just get a cab after work to St Thomas's Casualty, because they're the best casualty in England.
So hang on, you're telling me I can just turn up at a casualty and say, can you inject me with tetanus, and they'll do that?
No, you will describe your symptoms, and they will say what's wrong with you.
They might. Well, suppose they do that, and they say, there's nothing wrong with you. You just present a rubbish radio show and a load of weirdos phoned in and convinced you had lockjaw. They could say that, couldn't they?
No, they're good there.
Right.
But we don't want you to die yet.
No, well, it sounds like you have a plan for me, Roberta. When do you want me to die?
After I die, in about 40 years' time.
Well, whoa, you sound about 70.
Oh, how rude.
Well, no, how old are you?
It's just cigarettes that give me a husky voice. How rude.
Well, how old are you then, 52?
No, 68, but I look 58.
You're 68? Well, that's not far off 70.
Yeah, but that's terribly rude. It's no wonder you're a failure if you're saying that to women. Never say that to a woman. That's ridiculous.
Hang on, did you just call me a failure?
Well, you are if you say that to women. That's appalling.
I was almost bang on.
No, that's ridiculous. Now, listen, did Velvet do this? Who did this to you?
No, it wasn't my cat. It was my mum's cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she must know you well. Why would she do that?
Because she's very timid and she doesn't like. She's got used to get really badly beaten up and all of this kind of stuff. So if people try and pick her up, she gets very violent.
Yeah, you should never be above a cat.
No, you should be on the same level with it.
That's
so
right.
superiority and all of that.
I got very badly bitten because
Yes.
the cat was under the thing and I leaned down and it sprang at me. But you've got to go to St Thomas's Casualty
yes,
immediately.
I'm not going to do that. Roberta, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to the pub next door. But thank you. Thank you very much for that. 0845 606 0973 is the telephone number. It's Roger in Marlow, everybody.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Roger.
First of all, my name's not Roger, it's Peter. I don't know how that happened, but there you go.
OK, I was about to say, you sound exactly like my accountant, who's called Roger.
No, I don't know a lot about accounting.
So hang on a minute, why does it say Roger on my screen and you're saying your name is Peter?
I've no idea.
Let me speak to Chris. Chris, why does it say Roger on my screen and yet this man claims to be called Peter?
I believe he's called him before and must have used the name Roger.
Have you used a pseudonym, sir?
I might have done, but I don't want to go down that road.
Good lad, good lad.
Anyway,
yes.
the reason for my phone call...
Yes, Roger.
I have absolutely no medical expertise whatsoever.
This is what we like. Completely unverifiable opinion, yes.
But going on a few bits of information I do know, human wee is sterile.
Right.
So could cat's wee be sterile?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying that.
And if human wee can actually be good for things like athlete's foot, I don't know if you know that.
I've got a verruca.
I don't know if it works for that.
No, it doesn't. I'm going to the chiropodist on Tuesday, I think, to have my verruca frozen off or cut off or burned off, whatever it is they do. That's a hideous experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if
Back to
human wee is good for something,
Yes.
maybe cat wee could have actually cured you of something.
Oh, maybe it could have done.
But I don't know what. So I suggest
Yeah.
you actually take some kind of medical advice.
So don't listen to you.
No,
and
no,
listen to the advice of a doctor.
Yes, I'm just hypothesising.
Well, Peter, stroke Roger, stroke John, it's much appreciated.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
You take care, Ian.
Bye-bye. 0845 606 0973. Has anyone had more than two leaving dues? That seems so greedy. I couldn't believe it when I found out that someone who's leaving here, Maxie, is having two leaving dues. It just seems... I don't know, it seems a little bit...
greedy.
Greedy is exactly what it's saying. Let me just take this one. Yes, line 4, you're on the wireless.
Good afternoon, I'd like to speak to Ian, please.
You're speaking to him, sir. You've come straight through by some miraculous fluke of me touching the screen.
Fantastic. Ian, regarding your debate about cat's urine...
OK, well, it's not a debate, and I don't really want to talk about it too much, but yes.
Fundamentally, I think you could have something seriously wrong with you. Because most feline urine is actually highly acidic, and you could actually end up dying. And I suggest you follow that lady's advice and get yourself down to St Thomas's.
What's your name, my friend?
My name's Harry.
Harry? Well, OK. Well, thank you for that, Harry.
You're welcome.
Cheers, there we go. Everyone's just going to phone me up and convince me I'm dying of the lockjaw. Bill!
Hello.
Hello, Bill.
How's it going? You all right?
I'm dying, apparently, Bill. I'm dying of lockjaw.
You might get away with just losing a body part, but I think I was going to ask you about how the cat scratched you, but I think that old lady answered my question.
I had to pick it up, and it went mental. I had to pick it up and put it in a box, take it to the vets. It went bonkers. And you know what? I've got to do it again next week.
Oh, well, gloves. Armoured gloves.
Well, I think I need... Oh. Do you know what? Do you know what you've put in my head now? This is weird. I have a thing... I don't like woolen gloves, and I tell you why I don't like woolen gloves. I don't like when you... Oh, it's making me so uncomfortable.
What, the feel of wool?
The feel of wool rubbing against wool. So my two fingers rubbing against each other...
Like biting cotton wool.
Oh! That's the worst one. The worst one. My two is biting cotton wool, and also... Oh, this is making me so uncomfortable. Is, you know, a toothbrush, biting on the brushy bit, chewing on the brush.
Oh, it's the same feeling. It's not nice, but it's better than cats biting and slashing your eyes.
I think it is, but you've actually really set my teeth on edge, Bill.
Yeah.
So
well, the other thing I just wanted to say is how good Halo 3 is. I just wanted to say that if anyone's debating whether to get it or not that they should, but it's the best game ever made.
I've got 4 copies of it at home, and I've still not had a go on it yet. Maybe I should have a session this weekend.
Oh, well, I got a discount because it was an ex-rental copy, and it wasn't even on rental yet. So.
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah,
Bill, do you know anything about Max?
About Max?
Yeah, James Max. No, not James Max. Apple Max.
Absolutely nothing.
I'm yay close to buying one, and I need to know, should I wait for the new operating system, or should I just get one now and then upgrade to the new operating system in about 3 months' time when they've got rid of all the bugs? But you don't know anything about it, do you?
Well, I don't know anything about it, but I would wait and get the one that's all done for you, save you a load of hassle.
Bill, thank you for that.
No problem.
The thing is, I've got that impatient, itchy trigger finger that's just saying, just buy it now. Just go and buy it now. And some people say, well, there's a new operating system coming out, you should wait till then. I don't know, it's boring me. I mean, even I'm bored by it. There's Dave!
Hello.
Hello, Dave.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm dying, but yeah, apart from that, good.
I had a work colleague who had 4 leaving dues.
What?
He met a very mad American woman who he went out and married, and then they split up and he came back. It started off with family and friends and a great big leaving do.
Yeah.
And it whittled down to me and him in the end because he kept going backwards and forwards. It was...
What do you mean he kept going backwards and forwards? What, to this woman?
Yes, to America. California.
They're all bonkers over there. Have you ever been to California, Dave?
Oh, I haven't, mate, no.
No, don't go. They're all mental over there.
She was absolutely nuts.
Is he? Why did he keep coming back? What, they kept falling apart and then she'd send him some saucy pictures?
Yeah,
and...
couldn't make their mind up. They're both as mad as each other. But
Is he with her now?
No, they're well divorced. No.
But the fourth leaving do was literally just you and him?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we just whittled it down.
Oh, God almighty.
I was getting fed up anyway. Right.
David, much appreciated.
Cheers, I'll see you later.
Oh, so good lad, cut him off there in the prime time matter. I was only saying goodbye. 0845 60 60 973. Ah, yeah, now, forgot to write down we're doing a review of the year today. This is going to be a big part of the show. If we're looking back, we're getting in before everybody else does. Sort of the end of the year is when we're going to do a review of the last 9 months.
10 months?
Well, let's just do a review of the last 10 months. So that would include December of last year as well, won't it? Okay, so... and if we'd have thought about this long enough ago, we would have produced a nice little package. And I can even hear it in my head that January 2008 was very controversial because Princess Diana died. I don't know when she died. But so, if anything, if you want to remind us of anything that's happened... Oh, I'm not. God, I'm so tired. I'm losing track of the time. If you want to remind us of anything that's happened in the last 10 months, so from December 2007 right up till now, 0845 60 60 973. It's a review of the year. And also... It's like a magazine programme today. We're going to be testing hair products on Agent Chris's hair. I have 2 sets of hair products, a wax and a kind of pasty type thing, and we're going to be seeing which is the best. 0845 60 60 973. It's the show where the fun never ends.
Now it's even easier for you to do your bit for less with great offers on Flash, Fairy Liquid, Fairy Active Burst and Ariel. They're all part of the Future Friendly campaign to deliver brilliant cleaning while helping you save energy, water or packaging. And there are special offers on Future Friendly cleaning products right now at Sainsbury's. Future Friendly works in partnership with sustainable NGOs. Offer subject to availability and ends 23rd of October. Certain offers in larger stores only. For more details, see futurefriendly.co.uk.
First, clear some space. Next, get a chopping board. Make it heavy. I like marble. Then pick up your mouse, hold the little blighter tight. Then in one swift movement, slam it on the board. Then again. Nice. Then again. And again and again. Oh, work, please!
There is a way to get your IT problems off your hands, whatever size your business. It's called BT IT Manager. It's like an instant breakdown recovery service for your IT with 24/7 support from one of our UK-based experts, so you can get back to doing what you do best in no time.
Right, that's it. It's the blender for you, sunshine.
To find out more about 24/7 expert IT support from BT, visit bt.com/business. BT, bringing it all together.
See website for details.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
It's 7:30, I'm Jim Diamond. Soham killer Iain Huntley's being treated in hospital after taking another suspected overdose. The 33-year-old was found in his cell at Wakefield Jail in West Yorkshire. His condition's not life-threatening. He's attempted suicide twice before, around a year ago, and while he was on remand in 2003. Police are investigating after a 17-year-old boy was found on fire in the front garden of a house in Islington. Emergency services were called to Ecclesbourne Road just before 5 a.m. yesterday morning, following reports a building was alight. He's critically ill in hospital with serious burns. The government's published the highest ever set of official figures for the number of people in prison. 81,135 inmates are being held in prison and police cells, exceeding the previous high over the summer. England are just under half an hour away from kick-off in their winner-takes-all Rugby World Cup clash with Tonga in Paris. A defeat or a draw for England would mean going out before the quarter-final stage. London's weather. Those showers will move westwards overnight. They should die out as well, and it'll stay cloudy with a low of 12 degrees. Right now we have 14 degrees in Westminster. For tomorrow, unsettled again with plenty of showers by the afternoon. You're with LBC. It's now 7:31.
This is Alan Joyce in the LBC 97.3 travel centre. Still really slow on the A40 if you're going away from town from the northern roundabout through to the Target roundabout in Northolt. It's following an accident from some time ago now, but it really is having a big impact on roads around West London. It's causing delays on the North Circular heading up from the Chiswick roundabout towards Hanger Lane, but all the approaches to the Chiswick roundabout are now slow. In fact, the M4 is slow into town pretty much all the way from Junction 5 at Langley down towards Chiswick. Thank you, Mark, for your update on that one. The A4 is very slow heading out of town from Hammersmith, and the A4 slow into town from Hounslow. Do add your updates at 08000 68 60 80. Elsewhere, another busy one for the M25 this afternoon. Busiest stretches now are anti-clockwise from 15 to 13. That's the M4 down to Staines, and clockwise from 12 to 17. That's the M3 up towards Rickmansworth. And just had a call in about delays coming off the M25 clockwise onto the M23 southbound, and the reason for that is an accident on a hard shoulder just south of the M25. On the tubes, delays on the Piccadilly and Northern lines, and on the trains, one railway have 20-minute delays via Ingatstone after a signalling problem earlier on. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in 15 minutes.
For over 15 years, Galliard Homes have helped their investors achieve maximum capital growth potential. And we now announce our latest superb riverside regeneration. New Capital Quay, Greenwich Waterside. NCQ, located in one of London's fastest-growing regenerating areas, offers stunning river views to the vast majority of apartments. Galliard are offering their unique base rate tracker income guarantees for up to 5 years on selected apartments. Prices start from under £300,000, with completions from 2011. Galliard believe your investment could provide vast capital growth prior to ownership. You can also exchange contracts with just £1,000, and there may be nothing further to pay until 2011. And remember, on selected apartments, the income received will be linked to the base rate for up to 5 years, allowing financial peace of mind for this term. Don't miss our new Capital Key sales launch on the 29th and 30th of September at the Millennium Hotel, London Mayfair. Call 020 7620 1500. That's 020 7620 1500 now, or visit galliardhomes.com. Terms and conditions apply.
OK, crisps for Julie, egg sandwich for Josh, and a coffee for Dad. And I'll see if I can pick up a new career.
There's a lot more than usual on offer at the welcome break off Junction 23 of the M25 this Saturday. Visit the RAC's family-friendly roadshow and learn about a career as an RAC patrol and recovery specialist, as well as opportunities with BSM and also windscreens. Everyone's welcome to join the RAC this Saturday off Junction 23 of the M25 from 10 till 4.
Free inside the Mail on Sunday. Travis. 12 great tracks, including the brand new single My Eyes. Free inside this weekend's Mail on Sunday.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
OK, the review of the year. Peter in Brazil has written a review of the year so far. Here's some stuff you review. May 2007, Peter from Brazil starts writing the blogs for us. Somewhere around here you did a show from Morocco. Somewhere around here, Agent Chris and Helen Behind the Glasses' fantastic play. August 2007, we finally call Peter from Brazil. Bearing in mind, this is the same Peter who wrote to me saying, what's a leaving do? That's right. He does not know what a leaving do is. 0845 60 60 973. Review of the year, and having more than one leaving do is surely too greedy, isn't it? Mary!
Hello.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, how are you?
My eyes have gone a bit funny. I'm tearing up, but I'm not sad.
You're bewitched.
You what?
You're bewitched.
Bewitched? Like,
Yeah.
who was that? Who was the woman in Bewitched? Samantha?
Yes, Samantha.
Yeah, she was good, wasn't she?
Yes, she was good.
Yeah. Anyway, what'd you call in for?
I'm trying to tell you that you're bewitched.
Okay. And what can I do to become unbewitched?
You have to go to church. You have to go to the Catholic Church and sprinkle some holy water on yourself.
What do you think has bewitched me?
I don't know. Maybe jealousies. Maybe people don't like you. Maybe they think you're too big for your boots or something.
But how has that that's probably true. But how has that bewitched me? Has someone put a spell on me?
Bad energy, all the bad feeling, all the bad energy has caused bad things to happen to you.
So what bad things are you referring to? The cat attacking me?
Yes, that's
Maybe
very bad.
I don't think it's to do with bewitching. I think it's to do with that she's a very nervous cat, and if anyone tries to pick her up, she goes wild. I think that's what it's down.
The cat doesn't belong to you. If the cat belongs to you, the cat always wants to be with you.
No, but you don't. No, but Mary. But this is a very unusual cat in that she was severely beaten up as a little kitten. She's only got one ear. Her jaw's a little bit off centre, so she's obviously.
Yes, but do you give the cat love?
Yes, I do, Mary.
Well, then, if you do that, then the cat will love you.
No,
and the cat will.
This woman is mental. You don't know anything about animal psychology, do you, Mary?
Well, I'm an animal myself, so I should know.
Right, but I'm talking about animals, not humans.
Well, I'm an animal.
No, Mary.
You're a human, but I know what I am.
Mary, you're a human being, although I'm beginning to doubt even that, and cats are animals. Okay, let's be more specific, because you're obviously a fruitcake. You don't know anything about cat psychology, do you?
Well, I do, in a way.
Well, you don't. Don't give me vague nonsense, Mary. You don't, do you?
Well,
you don't.
What do you know?
What? Sorry?
What do you know?
Well, I'm asking you a question. You don't know anything about cat psychology, do you?
Well, I thought I did until I spoke to you.
Well, I'm glad I've managed to teach you something that you don't know anything about that. Now, how is having holy water in a Catholic church sprinkled on me going to stop cats attacking me?
Because if you listen to the words Catholic, it begins with cat.
Right, you're bonkers, Mary. Good night. What's a fruitcake? It begins with the word cat. So does a cat of nine tails. I'm not going to go see a dominatrix, am I? What was she on about?
It does begin with the word cat.
Oh, it does, but it doesn't mean there's nothing in it, Chris. I'm not saying there's nothing in Catholicism. I don't particularly think there is, but that's your bag, then that's groovy. But in saying that because it starts with the word cat... Oh, well, dearie me. 0845 60 60 973. Daniel!
Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm confused, but fine.
Yeah, she was a live one, wasn't she?
Wasn't she just? What a delightful... I thought... Anyway, last of the fruitcakes. Well done, her.
I've got an answer for your Appleman question, mate.
Do I get one now, or do I wait until the new operating system comes out?
I would get one now.
Why?
Because the current operating system is not going to be very much different to the new one. The new one's going to be, you know, the usual kind of improvements, but it's not going to...
I thought the new one was a whole new thing altogether.
No. There's a lot of talk about that at the moment because there's been a big switch from the old type of processors in the Mac compared to the new type. They switched from their old G5 to an Intel processor.
Yes.
And there's a lot of incompatibility between the two. But this new 10.5 Tiger that's coming out is not going to be...
Oh, I thought it was Leopard.
No, that's two versions on, I think, mate.
Leopard's coming out in October, man.
Oh, no. Okay, sorry, I might be getting the wrong cat. Oh, God, we're back to cats again. That's no good.
Yeah, well, no, don't. Because
The difference is negligible. But mainly, beyond anything else, regardless of whether you go down that road or not, you don't want the first version of a new operating system. It's just going to ruin you because none of the software that you want is going to be available for it.
Oh, this is what I was saying. I've got James Max, the business guru, emailing me saying, Ian, I think you should wait. It's going to be, the new system's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be great, but then Apple Mac systems are always great. Ever since OS X first came out, they've been brilliant. But it's not going to be... it's not going to be the step forward that it was from the old Classic to OS X. It's not going to be that big a deal. It's just going to be another incremental improvement because Windows Vista has come out, and obviously it's important to keep beating Windows into submission because it's quite rubbish.
All right, Daniel. Well, listen, thank you for that. I'm even more confused than I ever was now. Although, I tell you what, I went to the Apple shop today. Have you ever been to the Apple shop, John?
Is that where you buy apples?
Yes. They sell them there. And I went in there because I had a broken iPod. As I mentioned the other day, my iPod died on me. All it would do would light up, but with no text. So I had that. And my girlfriend, Fandango, I think her name is, yeah. I was thinking of Fernando, but that's our son. Fandango's iPod broke, and it was an iPod Nano, and the screen broke, and it was full of ink. So I went in there, and I booked a session. You go and see a wizard or a genius or something. And I went in there, I said, right, got 2 broken iPods for you. There's this one and this one. And he looked, the fella was called,
Why do you go to the greengrocer for a problem with an iPod?
I see the confusion there. You've made a globule. It's an electronics store.
I thought you said you were talking about Apple.
Yes, the computers. I tell you what, you stay there, I'll try this with Paul. Paul.
Good evening.
Yes, have you been to the Apple store?
I've walked past it.
Okay, well, I walked in it today. And
What's it like in there?
Amazing. It's like living in the future. They've got a big, great glass elevator right in the middle.
Sounds like an adult toy shop, a toy shop for adults.
I knew what you meant when you said adult toy shop, yeah. So, I took in these 2 iPods and I said, right, there's this one here, and there's this one here. And he looked at them. His name was Farian or something. And he's a nice fella. And he plugged in my one. He said, right, it's broken. He typed in the things. He says, right, this is still in warranty. If you wait there, I'll go and get you a new one. I was like, oh, fact, this is like 3 minutes. Came back with a new one. And then he looked at the
all your music?
What?
Did you lose all your music?
But I've got it all at home on the computer, so it's fine.
Oh.
And then he looked at the other one, which is iPod Nano, and he said, when did you buy this one? Now, I knew that this one was over a year old, and I was going, maybe 6 months ago, I don't remember. Anyway, he typed it in, and he went, no, this one's out of warranty, I'm afraid, but I'll get you a new one. And he went and got a new one! Got me 2 new iPods!
That's service.
Now, admittedly, the smaller of the iPods, the one that was out of warranty, it had a romantic inscription on the back. Because you can do that if you get it off the website. So, what I was wanting to know is, if I get a screwdriver, can I make my own inscription on the back of an iPod without causing too much damage? Can I scratch in like a romantic message?
I wouldn't.
Why?
Well, vibrations from engraving...
You're making this up, aren't you?
Well, no, there
Yes.
is a thing. I have heard that with electrical stuff you shouldn't engrave it because vibrations from the engraver can damage the electrics inside.
Yes. You're boring me a bit, so I'm going to go back to John. Yes, John?
Good morning, Mrs. Octopus.
Happy New Year.
Yes, my highlight of the year...
Hang on, John, just say that. Let's go back to Paul, and let's see if Paul is still whittering on about vibrations and nonsense like that, because it was quite dull. Let's have a listen. Shh. Paul?
Yeah?
Oh, no, he wasn't. He stopped. OK. Yes, John?
Yeah, this review of the year you're doing.
We're doing a review of the last 10 months.
My highlight of the year so far has been paying a vast amount of money in order to watch a 17-year-old multi-millionaire taking his clothes off. It sounds pervy. It's not. Explain, John. Please. When I mentioned this to Agent Chris a few minutes ago, he was so stupid he actually thought I was talking about Harry Potter, but I was, of course, talking about Daniel Radcliffe.
Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe, yes.
Harry Potter by any other name.
In the films, yes, but I didn't go to see the film. I went to.
You went to see Harry Potter stripping off.
No, I saw Daniel Radcliffe stripping off in
as Harry Potter.
No.
Well, John, thanks for that.
Oh, and the other highlight of the year.
Yes.
Was, of course, the most gorgeous man in the world getting engaged. So congratulations to Peter Phillips and Autumn Kelly.
Well, thank you, John. Do you want to leave us with a parting shot?
Globule boing.
Good lad. Paul.
Wow, I feel better after that.
Yeah, so do I. I'm tired today. I think this lockjaw is... turns out lockjaw is actually a very exhausting disease.
I'm going to help you out with that, but I must say that cataholic woman, she's bewitched by the booze, I think.
Well, we don't know that. We do know she's bonkers, but we don't know that. So
definitely mental.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
But listen, I can help you with your jaw lock.
Well, it's called lockjaw.
Lockjaw.
OK, well, Paul, again, I'm going to have to ask you to stay there, not because you're boring me this time, but because of actual time constraints that I have to contractually oblige and adhere to. So, if you want to give me a call, 0845 60 60 973. When we come back from the travel, we'll find out what Paul, you still there?
Yeah.
Good lad, has to say about Lockjaw. Joyce, you doing all night?
Yeah, I thought I'd do till 10.
Nice one. What? Oh, yeah, OK, right, see you later.
Oh, OK. The A40 is slow heading out of town from the northern roundabout through to Gypsy Corner following an accident earlier on, and that's causing long delays on the North Circular from Chiswick heading up towards Hanger Lane. Now, the M4 is really suffering heading towards Chiswick as a result. Coming into town, it's slow from Junction 5 at Langley, and out of town, the A4 is slow from Hammersmith out towards Chiswick as well, and it really is affecting the area all around Shepherd's Bush as well. Do add your updates, though, 08000 68 60 80. Other travel spots include the M25. A couple more accidents have been phoned through in the last 10 minutes or so. Firstly, anti-clockwise, the outside lane's blocked at Junction 8 for Reigate, and there's also now another accident anti-clockwise between 7 and 6, blocking a lane between the M23 and the Godstone interchange. And just getting word in now of problems in Bromley. College Road is closed in both directions between Tweedy Road and London Lane with an accident there. Heading onto the tubes, delays on the Piccadilly and Northern lines, and just a bit of advance warning for you really, the whole of the Victoria line will be suspended all weekend for engineering works. Further details on that on our website, lbc.co.uk. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in half an hour.
Join Jenny Eclair with some quality guests.
Yes, it is the Shane Ritchie. It's not a look-alike, it's not a sound-alike. When we're talking about fame, how famous is almost too famous.
You come out and you go, who's knocked the bin over? And you start, then they're going through the bins.
Gone through bins.
Then you see them climbing over fences and gates. And that's when you start seeing the lies.
Talking to Jermaine Greer about marriages, about relationships, about celebrity.
I just want to say, Cherie, shut up. Just go and do your human rights lawyering, for Christ's sake. We career women would like you to pull off something magnificent.
Jenny Eclair. Who's going to be dropping in this week? Find out Saturday morning from 10. LBC 97.3.
So you're saying that I can buy a stunning ski apartment in Belplan in the French Alps for under £100,000?
With 3.25% rental return guaranteed for 9 years.
It just gets better.
Alpine Homes present Le Centure Residences and Spa, a stunning development of leaseback apartments in the world-famous Paradis ski area. With prices from just £99,000, this fantastic investment opportunity offers high-altitude skiing at over 2,000 metres. The Centure Residences and Spa will provide fully furnished ski-in, ski-out apartments for pleasure and profit, with a guaranteed rental return of 3.25% for 9 years. Le Centure Residences and Spa is being marketed by Savills, and you're invited to our open evening on Tuesday the 2nd of October between 5:30 and 8 p.m. at Savills, 20 Grosvenor Hill, just off Berkeley Square. For more information, visit alpinehomesintl.com. That's alpinehomesintl.com. Or call now on 020 7016 3740.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Paul, before we get your lockjaw treatment, what's been your highlight of the last 10 months?
Ooh, my highlight for the last 10 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not necessarily in this show, but in life, in the world, in the world, in news terms.
In news terms, not in my life.
In whatever term. I'm just... oh, God, I can't speak.
Finishing my first play for radio.
Well done, OK, we'll put that on the list of things. When did you finish that?
About 2 weeks ago.
OK, we'll put it on the list. Hang on a minute. Done. Right, OK.
Well done, you.
Anyway, Lockjaws.
Lockjaws, right. Now,
good name for a band.
Sorry?
Good name for a band, the Lockjaws.
The Lockjaws,
Yep.
yeah. I've got a problem with a cat, Ian.
OK.
My girlfriend's cat.
Oh, you're not allergic to it, are you?
No, I'm allergic to skeletons.
Oh, and chimneys. Oh, no, chimneys is the right word, isn't it?
Tumbling down the chimblies.
Your chimblies, yes.
Yes, but you've got to be allergic, not allergic.
No, of course, that's the correct term.
It is.
This lockjaw is knocking me out. I think I'm going to die tonight.
Well, I'll help you with that, but I've got a problem with an inappropriate cat called Dexter.
Go on.
It's a bit of a personal problem.
Steady. We have to be steady these days, but we'll see how far we can go.
Well, sometimes when we're doing things...
We have to stop there, Paul. Tell me about the lockjaw.
The lockjaw, right. Now, what happens, right, there's a place now, Exeter Street.
Yeah.
W10.
Right.
Just up the road from the studio.
Oh, yeah.
You can only go in there till I think it's about 6 in the evening.
Right.
but this jumps all the queues.
Right.
At St Charles's Hospital, you walk into the minor injuries unit,
Yeah.
and they'll give you a tetanus there and then.
But it's closed now.
It's closed now. You have to go tomorrow morning.
Well, I'm busy tomorrow morning. I've got a Japanese lesson.
Tomorrow afternoon?
I'll be having a doze.
Before lunch?
I'm playing Halo 3. What I'm trying to say to you, Paul, is I can't be bothered. Until a limb actually falls off, or I can't move, until that point happens, I think, now, call me foolish, I think I'm stronger than Lockjaw, and I really think I can be the first person to beat it, just mano a mano.
I don't know, because we got scratched, my ex and I, by our blind cat called Baggage.
Yes.
And we took it to see the man who, it was blind because it had a problem with a gland or something.
Not interested.
And one of us got scratched, and he said, no, you must go and get a tetanus because they have nasty things in their claws, and they do really inappropriate things with their claws, Ian.
But so, okay, what is this place, and how comes it you can jump the queue and just go straight in?
Well, it's brilliant. Hardly anyone knows about it, but it's a really good, quiet little hospital. You walk in.
Yeah.
I got my ankle x-rayed in 15 minutes.
Right.
You walk in, and there's a doctor always there, and they're like, oh, great, there might be one person in front of you.
Yeah.
And you just get seen there really fast. It's the minor injuries unit, and it helps the burden of casualty.
Well, I'm gonna see how it goes.
Because casualty, you'll be there all day.
Yeah, casualty. I've been to casualty before. Yeah, exactly. It's a very popular. So not as good as Holby Blue. Paul, thank you for that.
Thanks.
There we go. What a lovely fella. 0845 606090. Of course, I should go and get the tetanus jab, but
scared of needles.
I'm not scared of needles. I don't like injections. No one likes injections. I'm not scared of needles.
I don't mind them.
You don't like them, though. There's a difference between that. But some people can't watch them on the telly.
Why?
Fandango can't watch them on the telly. If a needle pops up, this is ammunition for you. If a needle pops up, she looks away. Tell me when it's gone. Tell me when it's gone. And you can't even do the, oh, it's gone now, when they're mid-injection, because she walked out of the room once.
What about blood?
It's all right with blood. She likes, gory films and stuff, but just if there's a needle, well, no, I can't have it.
What if it was a knife in a horror film?
Well, that's not a needle, is it?
But it's, worse, isn't it?
Well, no, but it's different, though.
Cause more damage.
Exactly. Let's go to Tony.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. It's not Tony at the moment. It's somebody who's just holding up. He's just holding up his phone because he's setting up a karaoke at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Tim here.
Hello, Tim. Well, shall we come back to you in a minute?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. It's Katya.
Yes, hello. Yes.
Yes, hello, Katya.
You want to know about the engraving on the iPod?
On the iPod Nano.
Oh, Nano. Oh. Well, is it different from the other one?
Yeah, it's tiny.
It's not a problem. No.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, you could do that, yeah.
Well, thanks for calling.
That's it. Bye then.
Bye. Is that it? She's gone. She's actually just put the phone down there. That was her call saying, yeah, you can do it. Tony.
Hello.
Is it still Tim?
No, it's still Tim.
What's Tony doing?
He's setting up a karaoke.
It sounds like he's
setting up a karaoke at the moment. We've got all sorts of things going on at the moment. You mentioned, you said Holby Blue a minute ago.
I said what?
You said Holby Blue. No. It's Holby City, mate.
No, but there's a Holby Blue as well.
There's not. It's a Holby. I'm sure.
There's a Holby.
I'm sure it's Holby City.
There's a Holby Blue as well. There's a whole franchise of them now. They're like McDonald's. There's a Holby City and a Holby Blue, and the blue is about the police.
Oh right. Oh right. They must be on another channel then. I don't watch.
Well, no, it's on the same channel.
I don't watch the BBC.
It's on the same channel as Holby.
I don't watch the BBC. That's why.
Yeah, but how did you know about Holby City?
Because that's on the BBC.
Yeah, it's on there and you don't watch it.
I don't watch it.
Well, we'll come back to you in a minute. Oh, blimey. Julie!
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I told you not to take that cat, didn't I? I knew that would happen. Last week you said you were going to take the cat, and I said, oh, you'll be upset, the cat will be upset.
Well, but the thing is, I'm glad I did take it, because she needed to go to the vets.
Did she? What did the vet say then?
The vet showed me the teeth. The teeth are rotten.
Oh, they must be an old cat then.
No.
Anyway, listen.
No. Why is everyone jumping to all these assumptions and conclusions and not believing what I say? It's not an old cat. She's got filthy teeth. She's got to go back. She's going to have an injection to knock her out. Going to have her teeth cleaned, and any need to come out will be taken out.
Okay, let me tell you how to pick her up. You know how lionesses pick their kittens up?
Yeah, the scruff of the neck. I tried that.
Did you?
Yes.
What happened?
She ran away and scratched my face and my arms.
Oh. So she wouldn't let you scruff her then?
No.
Listen, you haven't got lockjaw.
I can't be bothered.
For over 15 years, Galliard Homes have helped their investors achieve maximum capital growth potential. And we now announce our latest superb riverside regeneration, New Capital Quay, Greenwich Waterside. NCQ, located in one of London's fastest-growing regenerating areas, offers stunning river views to the vast majority of apartments. Galliard are offering their unique base rate tracker income guarantees for up to 5 years on selected apartments. Prices start from under £300,000, with completions from 2011. Galliard believe your investment could provide vast capital growth prior to ownership. You can also exchange contracts with just £1,000, and there may be nothing further to pay until 2011. And remember, on selected apartments, the income received will be linked to the base rate for up to 5 years, allowing financial peace of mind for this term. Don't miss our new Capital Key sales launch on the 29th and 30th of September at the Millennium Hotel, London Mayfair. Call 020 7620 1500. That's 020 7620 1500 now, or visit galliardhomes.com. Terms and conditions apply.
LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening.
So, the Apple Store is the coolest place in the world, right? So while I'm up at this Genius bar, there was I could see a guy giving a lecture at the back of the shop, and I said to Farian or whatever his name is, "What's going on over there? Is that a lecture?" And, "Oh yeah, it's the Apple Theatre. They call it the theatre." I said, "Well, what's going on?" I said, "Well, they have different lectures there." So I've got the timetable. They give me the timetable of lectures, right? And there's all these different things. Logic Express workshop, podcasting workshop. That's a garage band workshop, PC to Mac workshop. See, I fancy the PC to Mac workshop, but those ones are always at 6 o'clock in the evening, and obviously I'm doing this nonsense. Final Cut Pro workshop, Mac OS X Tiger work. So it's the coolest place in the world, that shop. There is no... If someone can tell me a shop that is cooler and better than the Apple Store, 0845 60 60 973. It's Paul Morden.
Hey, how are you?
Do you know what? I'm really tired and I'm dying of lockjaw, but apart from that, I'm excellent, mate. Excellent.
That sounds fine. This is the Apple Store.
Yeah.
It's like a cult in there, surely.
It's a little bit like the Scientology place, which isn't a cult.
Exactly.
It's a religion, I have to say, because they're very litigious. But yeah, it's got an air of it is kind of. I think I was a little bit brainwashed in there, which again doesn't happen in the Scientology place at all.
Well, you take care.
Thank you.
But more important than that,
Yes.
and more important than your lockjaw and your mental cap,
Yes.
did you see Billie Piper being filthy last night?
Billie Piper is a prostitute. No, I didn't see it. Was it any good? Because my girlfriend offered to Sky Plus it for me, and I said, no, I'm all right, she is. And now part of me's thinking, well, maybe I should have done.
Well, it was all right. I mean, yeah. I mean, selected clips will doubtless be on YouTube already.
Was it there some raunch?
Within the first 3 minutes, there was a lot of raunch, yeah.
Was she dressed up in a leather dress?
For a few seconds.
Oh, seconds only, you say?
Yeah, and then she peeled it off.
Yeah.
And, well, there you go.
Wow.
I think you're going to regret it somewhat, but obviously my description isn't really giving it quite
You're not making me feel sexy, Paul, it's got to be said.
Well, you're suffering from lockjaw as well. So.
I think the lockjaw is affecting my mental capacity. Can you believe there's a dude leaving here who's got 2 leaving do's?
I've left somewhere today and I'm having 2 leaving do's.
Oh, but why are you doing that, Paul?
Well, because on the first one, 2 people came that I really disliked.
So you're having one just without them?
Yeah.
Surely you could have just said to them, if it's a leaving do, you are well within your rights to say, I don't want you here and I don't want you here, leave.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah, they were buying the drinks. I was obviously a little two-faced.
Were they your bosses?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see.
They got the credit card, and I was really wanting to get drunk, and I did.
Good lad. Well, Paul, thank you for that.
Take care.
Bye-bye. 0845 6060 973. So, review of the year. We mentioned the Billy thing last night, and no one phoned in to say they were going to watch it. Yeah, apparently it did very, very well. Lockjaw. Is there anywhere that's cooler than the Apple Store? Oh, there was something else I was going to say. Oh, I can't remember what it was. Oh, no, it wasn't that. I think the lockjaw's actually got in my brain a little bit. Frozen my brain.
Hair gel?
No, it wasn't that. But we'll do that. We'll do it in the next hour. Right. 0845 60 60 973. Thank you.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
At 8, so a murderer treated after an attempted overdose, a boy's in hospital after being found on fire in North London, and a rugby showdown for world champions England. It's 8 o'clock, I'm Sam Pittis. Iain Huntley's being treated in hospital after another suspected overdose. The Soham killer was found in his cell at Wakefield Jail in West Yorkshire. Rick Kelsey reports from the LBC News Centre.
Iain Huntley was reportedly taken to hospital after taking an overdose of prescription medication, but his condition is not thought to be life-threatening. It's not the first time the Soham murderer has tried to take his own life. The 33-year-old has attempted suicide twice before, around a year ago and while he was on remand in 2003, before being convicted of the murders of Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman.
Police are investigating after a 17-year-old boy was found on fire in the front garden of a house in Islington. Emergency services were called to Ecclesbourne Road just before 5 yesterday morning following reports of a building fire. He's critically ill in hospital with serious burns. Concerns have been raised as it's revealed there's only 780 prison places left in England and Wales. The government's published the highest ever set of official figures for the number of people in jail. 81,135 inmates are being held in prison and police cells, exceeding the previous high over the summer. Lucy Russell, Director of Smart Justice, has told LBC it can't continue.
We've got to look at more long-term solutions because we can't just keep warehousing all these people, because we are going to get to the point where there is absolutely no capacity left at all.
A court's heard a feud between two school gangs that lasted for years led to the death of a 21-year-old man. 4 men have pleaded not guilty to murdering Wajid Khan during a fight on Leagrave Road in Luton in October last year. The prosecution at Luton Crown Court described those involved in the battle as acting like a pack of animals. A 21-year-old boy from Balham has been charged with grievous bodily harm after using an elastic band to fire a piece of cardboard at a classmate. The victim suffered bleeding and swelling to his eye, but the charge was dropped this week after medical tests showed he hadn't suffered permanent injuries. The defendant's mother has described the case as ludicrous. Sport, and the Webb Ellis Trophy hangs in the balance for England as they play Tonga at the Rugby World Cup. A draw or a defeat will mean the world champions are being knocked out, and they are just kicking off. We'll bring you score updates as we have them. Now, if you're away from your radio and want to stay in touch with the latest news, weather and travel, you can call 0901 723 6666. Calls cost 35p a minute from a BT landline. Other networks and mobile rates may vary. London's travel, well, College Road in Bromley's closed both ways between Tweedy Road and London Lane. That's because of an accident. And London's weather, well, showers will move westwards through the night. They should die out, staying quite cloudy. A minimum temperature of 12 Celsius. It is currently 14 degrees in Hammersmith. You are listening to LBC. It's 3 minutes past 8.
Oh, you know that boss of mine I'm always moaning about?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's only gone and given me a pay rise.
Oh, so this is on you then.
Tax credits are flexible and adapt to changes in your life. So if you've got some news, like getting a pay rise, share it with us. That way, we can make sure you know where you stand with your payments. Tax credits from Revenue and Customs. Give us a call on 0845 300 3900.
Why does it always rain on me? Is it because
Free inside the Mail on Sunday.
Why does it always rain on me?
Travis. 12 great tracks, including the brand new single My Eyes.
You got my eyes.
Free inside this weekend's Mail on Sunday.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Good evening.
The gentleman who looks like Roger Daltrey lent me a tool to cut through padlock.
I'm listening to Iain Lee on LBC 97.3 while I'm jogging.
What a lot of fun. So, we'll do that in a second. Leaving dues. More than one. Now, that doesn't seem right. Let's be honest, that's just plain greedy. We've talked about Apple Macs again. I don't quite know how. They have hypnotised me. They've convinced me. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until the new operating system, the Leopard, comes out. James Max has convinced me. He can't give me that discount he promised me, but never mind. I still get a hefty one because of various connections with the NUJ. Oh, yeah, 9% off. 8 or 9%, something like that. Anyway. Yes, Lockjaw, we mentioned. We're having a review of the year, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I say review of the year. It's a review of the last 10 months, and we're trying to get in there before everyone else. Everyone does it in December, so we're doing it now. Hey, it's nearly Christmas. It just dawned on me. Today, it's almost Christmas. How exciting is that? I can't wait. Let's just quickly go. Line one, you're on the wireless.
How exciting.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, radio's confusing me.
Radio's
you should
confusing me.
Get the Apple Mac now.
Oh,
Don't
no,
wait for the other one.
I've just made my mind up.
No. You see, the thing is when they come out and they're new, they have little glitches with them until they get used to themselves and get used to the thing. And the guy's right, the software won't necessarily catch up. So go now. You can always
God,
get...
I hate you!
You can get the operating system at a later date and upgrade it then, and it'll be fine.
What's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie, I hate you.
No, you don't.
Well, I
no,
don't.
you don't. You're grateful for another opinion.
No,
You
I
know
don't.
you are.
I just
no,
made...
yes, you are.
Right, I'm cutting you off now. Go away.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just made the decision, and then she comes on and grabs me by the scruff of the neck. Anyway, so... I was driving around the other day in... where was I? West Hampstead. It's nowhere near Hampstead. If you've ever been to West Hampstead, it is nowhere near Hampstead. It is miles away from Hampstead. It's more like... I don't know. It was more like Kilburn. It's more like East Kilburn. Anyway... So I'm in West Hampstead, I'm driving through these streets, and there was a sign that said Play Street. Play Street, 8 a.m. until sunset. Now, that's kind of a vague time span anyway, the sunset. It stops being a play street at sunset. That's vague. But what is a play street? Does that just mean that kids are allowed to play in it between 8 a.m. and sunset? And that you're not allowed to drive down there? Or do you have to drive down there, but pay extra special attention? I pay kind of attention anyway when I'm driving, most of the time. We all have our, little things. But so what the hell is a play street? How does it get a special sign of its own? I want a special sign, play street sign. 0845 60 60 973. Now, I know a new highway code came out the other day. I haven't read it. I haven't read the highway code for 17 years, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll probably never read it again. But maybe it's in there. Maybe it's a new sign that's in there. So if anyone knows what it is, then give me a call and let me know, because it seemed like one of those odd, made-up signs that I have never, ever seen anywhere else in my life. Anywhere. Hey, Steve, is it how long till Christmas in America?
12 days.
Oh, okay.
The song says.
Yeah, well, exactly. You have a different time to us, don't you?
Yeah.
Which is insane. I can never get my head around that. But
in Holland, it's December 5th.
Yeah, those Dutch. Are they Dutch in Holland?
Yes.
They are.
Some of them are.
Some of them are. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Going hunting?
Yes, wild boar hunting.
Well done, you, sir. Congratulations. You've got to love the Americans. You've got to love it.
The whole Lost experience.
Yes.
I'm afraid that woman is definitely right and James Max is wrong.
Whoa.
You should get the Mac now.
Hang on
or
a
at
second.
least don't worry about the new operating system, because you don't know if it's going to be bundled even once it comes out.
Well, hang on a second. James Max is emailing in. Chris, have we got James Max's number?
Yeah.
Get James Max on the radio show.
Have you heard James Max's show?
Oh, I couldn't listen to that. It's awful.
Well,
what
there
dross?
you go.
What dross?
You know?
Chris,
are you going to take his advice?
Well, he's just emailed in, James Max, who does a show at the weekends on various stations. Who do you trust? So, Iain, who are you going to trust? Some muppet who's a loon, or your successful business expert on London's LBC 97.3? Your decision is right. Okay, well, we're going to...
I would trust a muppet.
Well, we'll get James Max on the... You know James Max was on The Apprentice over here?
Yes, yeah.
He got knocked out in the third round.
Oh, I thought he did really well.
Oh, that's what he says. But it was the third round.
Yeah, my friend was on the Trump Apprentice.
Oh, yeah.
He got knocked out pretty early.
That's kind of like Hardcore Apprentice.
Yeah.
That's the proper hardcore apprentice. Have you
Yeah,
got
but
his
he
number,
was also
Chris?
just an actor.
Have you got his number, Chris? You've got it. Okay, well, give him a call. I want James Max on now, and I want to get take. I tell you what, I'm going to take line one. Sophie.
Hello.
I'm going to mark you for callback. When we get James Max on, can we call you?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. So line one, and also Steve are going to. If anyone wants to row with James Max, only about whether I should get an Apple Mac or not about anything else. He's on the line now. So hang on, is that James Max?
It is. Hello.
Hello.
How dare you malign your fabulous show on Sundays 5 till 7?
On which station is that one?
LBC 97.3.
Good lad. Well done.
I've been learning the telephone number all week.
Go on. What is it? Without looking at it.
0845 6060 973.
He's good. He's a professional, this man. Right. So, Steve, okay, James, you put your case forward first for me waiting.
My case for you waiting is that when Apple launch something as significant as a new operating system, they will make sure that all the problems are ironed out. They've been trialling it already internally to make sure that all the bugs and glitches are ironed out. And there are some good new features in it. And the last point is that when they bring out new software, they make sure that all the old stuff works with it. So the glitches that you might get with something like Windows Vista and all the changes that they brought there, you won't have those problems. So I would say it's worth waiting. Installing and having to buy a new operating system and adding it onto an old machine, waste of time.
You can tell he don't get many calls on his show because he can talk and talk and talk. Right, Steve.
Okay.
Steve, your case.
Okay. Well, first of all, I would argue that Apple doesn't make all the software that you're going to use for the Macintosh, so everyone has to catch up, not just Apple. And you don't know if the new OS will be bundled in with your iMac even after it's been released. You might go to order an iMac 3 months from now and find out that it's got Tiger on it. And
that's interesting.
No, but if you have a look at the website, and also if it was arranged through the processes that I would arrange it through, you will get...
We can't talk about that.
Which we can't talk about, you will get Leopard. And Leopard has 300 innovations and, indeed, a range of other features which make it worthwhile.
Calm down. Give me two. Give me two innovations that Leopard's going to have.
Oh, blimey.
You said it's got 300, so give me two that it's going to have.
Well, the most exciting one is actually the way the thing looks on the screen. It's very, very glitzy. It's rather like the difference between getting an iPod of the old type and then having a look at the iPod Touch with that wow factor.
Carry on.
And the second thing is that it's got a whole range of other bits and pieces. Do you want me to tell you some?
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Go on, tell me.
Oh, dear. It's going to run quicker. It's going to be able to deal with more processing requests. It's got a whole range of features that allow you to edit and use different kinds of visual and music software, and it's just more organized. And I would say that it is going to be the best operating system on the market. And waiting for a month, if the website is saying it's available in October, it's available in October.
James?
You're fired.
Now, right. Right, Steve, stay there, because I know that Sophie wanted to have a row with you. Sorry, I've just phoned up James Max and got people to pick on him. That's so rude.
Hello.
Sophie, you're through to James Max, controversial LBC presenter.
And Muppet caller.
Yeah, and this is the Muppet caller, James.
Oh, hi, Muppet. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Excellent. I'm quite perky, thank you.
Can I come on your show one day, James?
Of course you can.
Good lad, thank you. Right, so, Sophie, you think I should buy now?
Yeah, well, they're both right. But, I mean, it depends on what you're going to use it for. I mean, the operating system will be fantastic and amazing and have all the bells and whistles, but you probably won't need them all initially, especially if you're just getting used to a Mac.
Oh, but that's...
And the Intel Core Pentium's already out, and the operating system is more than adequate for most of what you'll need. So you don't need to wait, but you could.
Listen, you see, that's a woman talking, and I understand your point of view, but you see, when it comes to boys and
I'm a woman talking, and they're, of course... What?
When it's a boy and it's technology, it's all about the excitement factor and the, ooh, it does this and ooh, it does that.
Yes,
Not
there
you're
is an
actually
element
going
of
to
that.
use any of the features. How many features do you use on your phone?
Personally?
Yeah.
Oh, James, guess what? I've got a new...
I'm about to get an iTouch, so...
Well, I've got a new BlackBerry Pearl, right?
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, but I left...
Does it have Google on it?
No, I left it on the internet browser for 14 hours.
That was a bit silly.
How much is that going to cost me?
Enough to make you keep your job for a while.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Sophie, that's
Anyway.
your best argument is... What?
What, mine?
Yeah.
I would get it now, enjoy it, and then get the other operating system at a later date and put it on if you need it.
Sophie, thank you for that. James, you strongly disagree with that, don't you?
I would strongly disagree with that.
James Max, LBC presenter, I'd like to call him a friend, but we fell out over things, so I can't call him that. I'm not going to mention it on the air. I'm not going to mention what we fell out over, because that would be inappropriate, but let's just say you were in the wrong.
Many people say I'm wrong all the time. I don't mind.
I'm going to be... He's got an attitude, isn't he, that Max?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to take your advice.
Excellent, good man.
Yeah, OK, when's your...
Well, then I'm going to try doubly hard for you.
Are you going to use any of the features that we came up with for your show?
I love your features, but as you know, one has to apply them appropriately.
So you're not going to do James Shames or James Blames or Max Backs or anything like that?
Well, we might do.
OK, well, I look forward to it.
Yes, indeed, and of course you'll be fully credited. But you see, the sad thing is that I'm so uninventive and unable to write these things, I have to rely on others to come up with all my ideas for me.
James Max, you're a good fellow. Give me a call anytime you want to be on your show, sir. I'll see you later.
Cheerio.
Take care. Bye-bye. Steve, we'll come back to you after this. It's the Travel News Now with Alan Joyce.
Thank you very much. And if you're heading onto the M3, there are now 3 lanes closed heading away from town between junction 1 and 2, so heading from Sunbury to the M25. It's all because of an accident. Traffic is only squeezing past on the hard shoulder there now. And the M25 itself has a lane blocked clockwise at junction 13 for Staines. That's an accident in the outside lane. Now, there are still serious delays in West London following that accident much earlier on the A40, which is still looking slow from the northern roundabout to Gypsy Corner. But it's really causing big problems on the North Circular coming up from Chiswick. And the Chiswick roundabout approaches are absolutely solid still. The M4 is slow coming into town from junction 3 at Hayes. The A4 out of town is slow most of the way from Hammersmith, and it's affecting the South Circular Road from Sheen up towards Kew Bridge as well. David on the jam line says there are long queues on Fulham Broadway because of roadworks at the bottom of North End Road, so the whole length of Fulham Broadway is pretty much solid. Do add your updates, 08000 68 60 80. And College Road in Bromley is closed in both directions between Tweedy Road and London Lane following an accident there. On the tubes, delays on the Piccadilly, Jubilee and Northern lines, and a reminder there's no Victoria Line service all weekend, so all day tomorrow and Sunday for planned engineering works. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in half an hour.
How did you discover Clive Ball?
The wheelie bins was where I got introduced to LBC 3 years ago when my CD kept jumping. And there was some guy talking about how he doesn't take suitcases on holiday because they get broken and bashed about. So he takes a wheelie bin. Do you remember him?
I do remember that, yes.
I'd never listened to LBC before, so I couldn't work out whether the guy was for real or not.
Yeah.
I was just actually sitting in my car wetting myself, and ever since I've just listened to LBC, and it was quite brilliant.
Join the strange world of Clive Ball. Weeknights from 10 on London's biggest conversation.
Midnight with Clive Ball.
LBC 97.3.
Wayne Rooney or George Clooney? Robin Van Persie or Robert De Niro? Johnny Wilkinson or Johnny Depp? Now on Sky TV, you've got a choice. For £35 a month, you could get Sky TV with a choice of Sky Sports or movies, plus wireless Sky broadband and the Sky Talk Home phone service. All 3 for just £35 a month. All you have to decide is John Terry or Halle Berry, Tiger Woods or Jeremy Irons. For our biggest ever season of sport or our greatest ever choice of movies, call 0870 9800. Sky. Believe in better.
£30 standard set-up cost and BT line rental payable, subject to availability and equipment. Other product and price combinations available. Minimum contract 12 months. Further terms apply.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Now, very exciting. You could win a helicopter flight for 2 over London, plus £100 for a slap-up meal. Next week with Paul Ross, Monday to Thursday afternoons from 4. It's all to do with marking the release of the movie And When Did You Last See Your Father in cinemas from October the 5th. Now, Paul wants to hear how your dad has inspired you. To let him know, log on now to lbc.co.uk and you can win all next week with Paul Ross on London's LBC 97.3. Now, the film stars Jim Broadbent, Colin Firth, Juliet Stevenson, who I used to fancy. She's an unusual-looking lady. I used to fancy her, though. And Gina McKee. And the film is based on the best-selling memoir by Blake Morrison, so it's got to be worth checking out. Now, Steve, we still haven't got to the reason you called in yet, have we?
Well, I'll do a year in review if you'd like.
I'd like it, please.
Three of the most memorable moments was when Cherie Blair stepped down as the Prime Minister's wife.
Well done.
What? When the Iain Lee Good Evening Show was twinned with the Steve Allen Early Breakfast Show.
What a great moment in history that was.
And when Britney Spears stopped wearing pants and allowed photographers to get a look at her.
She's bonkers, isn't she? But good. I feel
in a good way.
I feel. Should I feel sorry for her or not? Because she is bonkers, isn't she?
Yeah.
And part of me thinks, oh bless her, and part of me goes, look at her.
Yeah. It is hard to feel somewhat sorry for someone with that much money in the bank.
I guess so. Hey, Steve, you going to give us a review of Kid Nation next week?
I will.
So someone's emailed in a question. Is it true that, Ian, that Fat Steve wrote an episode of Monk?
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
How does Andrew...
Well, I was credited with story by. I was on their staff for a year.
So hang on, do I know what you do?
Yeah, I'm a writer.
Have you told me this before?
Yeah.
I didn't tell you so. So you've written Monk?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yes, but nothing you would have heard of.
Oh, go on, try me with one.
No, I've done a lot of advertising,
Okay.
and I worked on this show called Chico and Guapo that was on MTV. It was a cartoon.
Chico and Guapo. Sounds good. Hey, Steve, listen, thank you for that.
No problem.
There we go, Bubba. He wrote an episode of Monk, ladies and gentlemen.
That's so cool.
That is cool, isn't it? Maybe I knew that. I don't know. Okay. Interesting email there. Right. 0845 6060 973 is the phone number. We'll have a recap after 8:30, shall we, of where we've been and what we're doing. No one's called in, by the way, to say, yes, Ian, I know what a Play Street is. There's this sign, and I keep seeing it, and I've seen one, and I don't know what it is.
Is it in a red triangle?
I think it's like a red circle on a white background, and that's it.
That means prohibited.
What does prohibited mean, Chris?
You're not allowed.
Samantha!
Hello, darling.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm dying of lockjaw, but apart from that, I'm fine.
Well, you sound okay to me. Can you hear me all right? Because I'm on Bluetooth.
I can hear you. Bluetooth's rubbish, isn't it?
I love it.
Oh, it's absolutely rubbish. But yours sounds quite good.
I've driven from my house in Plumstead all the way to Catford, listening to you on Bluetooth. It's fab.
So I've got this new phone, right? And I left it. I was messing around last night trying to download some games.
Mm-hmm.
At about 12 o'clock at night, and then all day I thought the battery's going down really, really quickly. What's wrong with this? And then about 2 o'clock I realised I'd left the browser on. I thought if you went away from the browser it would close down automatically, but it had been left on for
That's what I thought, actually, I must confess.
It had been left on for 14 hours. How much is that going to cost me?
Well, it depends what tariff you're on, but to be honest, if you're not actually downloading anything, then it shouldn't actually cost you anything at all.
Oh, okay. Really?
If it's just a
Oh, so you can
browser.
surf for free, can you?
Yeah, if you're not actually downloading packets of data, apparently, or something like that. That's what Orange told me, anyway.
Well, I'm T-Mobile. I don't know who are normally excellent. It has to be said.
Yeah.
Anyway, Samantha, what can I do for thee on this Friday evening before the Saturday cometh?
Well, a couple of things. Useless bit of information. You remember we were talking about Red Bush tea?
I'm drinking some now. Would you like to hear me slurp it? Here we go.
Oh, go on. Now you're just making me thirsty.
Oh, it's a good cup of that is. Yes. Go on.
Well, a friend of mine who is South African actually told me that it originated in South Africa and it's actually called rooibos.
Rooibos, I know.
Rooibos, or something like
I know,
that.
that's what... Some people don't know Red Bush, and then I say, oh, rooibos. Oh, yeah, we've got some of that.
Yeah.
But did you not know that? It says
no,
it,
I didn't.
It says it on all of the boxes.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, look at the front of the box when you go home. It'll say rooibos.
Oh, no. I've obviously just not bothered reading it.
You're living in a dream world.
I am. I'm constantly in a dream world, Ian. You should know this.
Anything else?
Yes, right. A good way to pick up a cat, especially a cat who is a little bit nervous, a little bit tetchy.
Don't say scruff of the neck or put a towel over it.
No, scruff of the neck or what?
Put a towel over it.
Oh, that's how I picked mine up.
Yeah, well, tell me what you do, because the vet was telling me either scruffle the neck or put a towel over it. So how does the towel thing work?
Okay, you get a big towel, not a small hand towel, a big beach towel or a bath towel.
Yeah.
And you come up to the cat and just gain her trust by tickling her ear or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you just literally just scoop her up, legs and all, and carry her underneath your arm like you would a rugby ball.
But how? What do you mean? How do you scoop a cat up in a towel, though?
Right, you have your hands underneath the towel, like you know when you're drying a child or something like that. You've got both hands in the towel, so the towel is open.
Yeah.
And then you just like lay it in one movement
on top of the
over
cat.
the top of the cat, and pick up with the including her legs, and just hold and just wrap it round her and hold her close.
That sounds proper dangerous, Samantha.
It's not, because the cat can't move the legs. All that's poking out the top of the towel is her head.
I might practice it on velvet.
And she's actually really immobilised, and she can't move. She can't struggle because her legs.
She'd wet herself again, though. She'd wet herself.
But then the towel would then pick that up. If the towel's big enough, it'll pick it. It'll pick it all up.
I might practice on my velvet, because I can pick her up, whenever I want, because she's silly.
It takes a little while to get used to, and you have to be firm. You can't just be sort of like really timid and gentle. You've got to be really, really, just in one movement, just over her back, legs and all, scoop her up and hold her close to you.
Samantha, I've got to do it again next week, so I've got a feeling we'll be talking about it for a long, long time to come.
Good luck.
Cheers, my dears. Bye-bye. 0845 60 60 973 is the telephone number. Oh, here we go. What a lovely weekend treat. It's Philip in South Norwood.
Oh, good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Philip.
I've got 4 things I wanted to tell you about, if I may.
You certainly can, my friend.
First of all, I had an email today from Dayton.
Oh, this is the newspaper thing, yeah?
Thanks, everybody. I'm the winner.
Hey, we fixed it for Philip. Philip won on his own merit.
Yeah, and I just hope that the people who voted will have a go themselves next week. I'm not going to have a go next week.
You had a massive vote, didn't you, or something?
Yeah, 82 people.
Who was your nearest rival? Do you know?
I don't. I think I don't know what the final tally was. I didn't get a chance to see the final tally.
So what do you win?
I get a copy of the original copy signed by the person who drew it, Mr. Mike Peters.
Brilliant. Well done.
And I'm hoping tomorrow that people will go in for it themselves tomorrow.
Okay. Well, hopefully they will.
Yeah. The second thing.
Yeah.
I was in a record shop in Whitstable yesterday.
Yeah.
And I saw this record, and the guy said to me, he said, that was a big hit, he said, but I don't know what happened to the singer. Yeah. I said, well, I do. Yeah. And it was for £3, it was Jim Diamond singing Hi-Yo Silver.
What do you mean he doesn't know what happened to the singer?
Well,
Jim Diamond's
I don't think they do get LBC in certain parts down there.
Jim Diamond's still doing the rounds, isn't he?
Is he still? No, well, he's doing the news.
Oh, he's the news fella. Of course he is. Yeah.
Hi-Yo Silver.
Yeah, but yes, he is. Well done. Okay, excellent stuff.
21 years ago.
21. Was it really 21 years ago?
Yes, 1980. 21 years ago, anyway.
I'm almost as... 1986, that would be.
Yeah. The other thing, I was in Croydon today, and there was this guy coming down the street with a bell, town crier, and it was the caller, Peter, the town crier.
Oh, did you go and say hello to him?
Yeah, we had a chat with him. He was doing a bit of publicity for a supermarket.
Oh, well, there you go, you see.
Ringing his bell.
Ringing his bell.
Also, I've discovered a radio station in America, and its call letters are Cable93.com.
Oh, well, maybe Clive should go over
It's
there.
a country and western station.
I do think that LBC should kind of twin up with, like, an American radio station. Yeah. And we should do, like, a week of shows on their station, and they should do a week of shows on our station.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
It's a brilliant idea, isn't it? It will never, ever happen, but I think it should.
There's KABC, isn't there, in Los Angeles?
I don't know.
And WBEN in Buffalo, New York.
And there's WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah. And can I finally say, Ian, good luck to everybody in Adelaide and Geelong for tomorrow, the grand final, Aussie rules.
Good lad. Thank you, Philip. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Right, OK. So, halfway through the show, it's not going so bad. Don't forget the psychic show's on at 10 o'clock with Becky and Chris. 0845 60 60 973 is the telephone number. No one has called up. Oh, we've got to give away this game, haven't we? Oh, we have to... Right, OK, we'll come up with something for that. Right. But no one has called up to tell me what they know what a play street is. So... I just need to know. I'm assuming it means kids playing there, but why would you need a sign up saying that? It looked pretty obvious. More of your calls after the latest LBC News.
Call that
result, you just surrendered, you useless share. How many times have I told you lot, when you're thinking of offloading an endowment policy, pass it straight to AAP instead of surrendering?
Yeah, no, we just surrendered, boss.
Smithy, Chopper, Jezza, all you had to do for a shed load more dosh was call AAP. I told you I played a bigger percentage game, didn't I?
Yes, boss.
Well, you can kiss goodbye to the villa and the flash new motor now. Culture.
If you're thinking of surrendering an endowment policy, you could score more by selling through AAP. Call our winning team on 0845 073 1960. That's 0845 073 1960.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
It's 8:30, I'm Sam Pittis. So murderer Iain Huntley's being treated in hospital after taking another suspected overdose. The 33-year-old was found in his cell in Wakefield Prison. His condition's not life-threatening. Huntley's attempted suicide twice before. A 17-year-old boy is critically ill in hospital after being found on fire in a front garden in Islington. He was found in Ecclesbourne Road just before 5 yesterday morning, following reports of a building fire. The government's published the highest ever set of official figures for the number of people in prison. They show our prisons are almost running at full capacity, with only 780 places left. And a bad start for England in their must-win Rugby World Cup match with Tonga. They're 10-8 down. The world champions went 3-0 down from a penalty after just 10 minutes. Johnny Wilkinson evened the score, but a try and conversion again gave the South Islanders the lead. Paul Sackey's just got a try, but Wilkinson missed the conversion. England need to win to stay in the tournament. London's travel, the M3 is down to one lane heading out of town. That's between Junction 1 and Junction 2, and because of an accident. And London's weather, well, showers will move westwards through the night. They should die out as well. It'll stay quite cloudy, though. A minimum temperature of 12 Celsius. It is currently 14 degrees in Orpington. This is LBC. It's 8:31.
Mick ended up behind bars when he was 18. No skills, no qualifications, no prospects. He just got in with the wrong crowd. It's easy to think, what a loser. Bet he doesn't give a damn about the crime he committed. Most likely I'd have thought that too. Until I met him.
Working as an officer in Her Majesty's Prison Service in Brixton or Wandsworth is a revelation and incredibly rewarding. You can guide people like Mick back onto the straight and narrow by giving them practical help, guidance and support for their hopes and aspirations not to reoffend. In return, you'll get a career that's exciting and challenging, with a good salary, a generous holiday and pension package, and access to the Key Worker Housing Scheme. There are also plenty of opportunities for promotion. So if you're aged between 18 and 62 and want a truly rewarding career as a prison officer, call 020 8588 4641. That's 020 8588 4641.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Yes. So far we've talked about having more than one leaving do. That's just greedy. It's happening here tonight. Someone's having the first of two leaving do's. That isn't right. He's expecting people to buy him drinks at both of those things. I'm going to go along tonight. I might buy a drink. Don't know him that well. We've mentioned Lockjaw. We're doing a review of the year before anybody else does it. So anything that's happened in this show, in your life, in the world arena, in the last 10 months, so from December of last year right up to now, 0845 60 60 973. You can give us a call and you can tell us about that. And there's other stuff, but I can't bother to mention it now. So instead we'll go to Zappa.
Yo, Iain.
Yeah, turn that radio off.
Oh, sorry, mate. 1 second. Yeah, Iain.
Idiot. Yes.
Iain, mate.
What?
Why did you give me nightmares? You gave me nightmares. I'll tell you why. You gave me nightmares when you went on Sky One for that Simpsons movie special.
Okay.
And you was behind the sofa, naked.
It was good, that bit, wasn't it?
What do you mean that it was good? It gave me nightmares.
You should have seen.
Still having nightmares.
Zappa,
this is why I'm talking to you, mate.
You should have seen what they wanted me to do.
So I'm confronting the nightmares.
So what you're doing is you saw me supposedly naked on television, and so you've been dreaming about me, and so you've just decided you have to call me up and speak to me.
You have it totally opposite, mate. I had nightmares.
Yeah, so you had dreams about me naked, and now you want to speak to me on the phone.
If I ever see you on the road, I'm going to run you over.
Zappa, I look forward to stripping off in front of you.
It was a joke, Iain. It was a joke. Yeah.
Oh, it was
you know, you know that we love you and hate you at the same time. So.
Thank you, Zappa. Have a good weekend.
What do you mean have a good weekend, Ian?
What means get lost? Right. I don't know. Let's go to James in the Isle of Dogs.
Hello, mate.
Hello, James.
Right, you need to go and buy a Mac.
Oh no! This is the last call I'm taking on this.
You do. It's the best.
Yes.
PC's crap.
Okay, but I'm going to do it. But I'm going to get one at some point.
Yeah, well, you got to do it sooner rather than later, otherwise you'll back out of it.
Well, I'm not going to back out of it. I'm going to I'm going to wait till the new Leopard thing comes out.
Why? You get like a cheap update from Tiger.
No, James, listen. Right, I'm cutting you off because you're actually one of the dullest callers we've had, no more calls on the Mac, please. No more. It's decided. I'm going to wait. James Max has told me. Peter!
Is that me, is it?
Well, are you Peter?
It could be.
Well, it's you then.
Oh, what a load of freaks. Jesus.
Excuse me?
What a load of freaks.
Yes?
Oh, I'm on. Right, before you dial Lockjaw,
Yes.
I need some info.
Okay.
Right. I'm after getting an Xbox 360.
Yes.
What do I plumb for? The basic with the 20 gig or the new 100 and whatever it is gig?
Well, how much are those elites cost going for?
300 quid.
Oh, is it 300 quid? You might as well get that.
Yeah. And if I want to go online with it, can I plug it straight into my PC?
No.
AOL or something like that?
Well, you don't plug it into the PC. Well, you can do. You haven't got wireless in your place, have you?
Nah.
Okay. You just plug it into the phone socket.
Couldn't I just go straight through my PC?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can, probably,
Right,
yeah.
So the question to Chris was,
Yes.
before you dive Lockjaw,
Yes.
and you make my mind up for me about an Xbox 360,
Yes.
is there anything you can give me for free? Please?
No.
All right, thanks very much.
Nice one. Good try. We'll give away the game after 9 o'clock. We'll do that. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sifu.
How you doing?
I'm looking for. Apart from dying of lockjaw, I'm doing very well. My eyes are getting really a bit fuzzy.
I don't know.
I think no, they are. Trust me. I think that's a symptom of dying.
I think it's the blue tongue.
Hey, the blue tongue's. I don't know what the blue tongue is. I'm hearing all this talk of the blue tongue. What is the blue tongue?
It's something that animals get.
They were a band in the 90s, weren't they? You don't have to have the solution. It's a good joke, that is. You should have laughed.
You obviously know more about them than me.
You don't remember they were the Blue Tones?
Nah.
And they weren't in the 90s. They're about 5 years ago.
Nah.
You don't have to have the solution. Dun, 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 dun,
Going on me.
All things must come to pass. And I'm going home. And they used... Listen to this. Okay,
I recognise it now. I recognise it.
They used it on an advert, right, for contact lenses. Listen to the lyrics. You don't have to have a solution. Because contact lenses, you put them in a solution. They used it for that. It's genius.
Genius.
But they were rubbish.
I can't deal with them contact lenses.
No. What is that all about? Do you know what, right? I've been going with this girl for over a year.
Yeah.
Fandango, her name is. And she's a very nice name. She's a very nice girl. And she said to me the other day, she said to me about a month ago, have you seen my contact lens solution? And I went, what?
You wore them, did you?
I didn't know she wore them. I said, I've never seen you put contact lenses in or take them out. I've never seen it at all. She goes, yeah, you've been going at me for a year and you didn't know that I had no idea she wore the contact lenses. And now I do know. I think a little bit less of her. Is that bad?
Yeah, I went out with a girl and for like 3 years. I didn't even know how she took a tea.
I wonder what he was going to say there. Thank God it was just tea.
I want to talk about Play Street, Ian.
Yes?
I'm thinking, right...
What are you doing this weekend, Sifu?
Relaxing today.
Today's not the weekend, though. Today's the week.
Tomorrow, I'm going out with some friends for like Chinese food and that in Chinatown in Birmingham. And then just probably go to a few bars. That's about it, really. No plans for Sunday. And that's really my weekend done. Looking forward to Monday.
What are you going to have at the Chinese?
Probably, I might like the shredded, the shredded beef, Cantonese style. That's my favourite, that is.
Okay.
Love it. Or some lemon chicken.
Oh, that sounds
I'll
nice.
probably get two. I normally just have like a little banquet to myself.
I love the seaweed.
Oh, I love it, I do.
Although I was disappointed to find out it's actually cabbage.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's not seaweed, it's cabbage.
That's just wrong.
Well, it is wrong. You think they'd get done with, like, Trey's descriptions or something, but I guess they all know Kung Fu and stuff, so Trey's description is too scared to go in there.
Of course they are.
Anyway, so Sifu, you've called in about Play Streets.
I'm thinking it's like an English version of Sesame Street. I think if you go down there during the permitted hours, you'll probably see a few puppets, maybe a few, like, tame elephants. Maybe even Verinda lives in a bin on the street.
Oh, Verinda hasn't called in for ages. I do hope that, well, I don't
It's fully committed to Play Street, you see.
Play Street? Yeah, it could be that. I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, you see.
Well, I might pop down, I might hang out there, see if I can see some puppets.
I don't blame you.
Have you ever seen... have you ever seen the Sesame Street film, Follow That Bird?
I haven't, no.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I watched it when I was 17. I was quite depressed 17-year-old, but it made me cry. But there was a brilliant bit in it, right, where... because it's all in New York, right, or wherever Sesame Street is, New York, I think. And Big Bird finds out that he was adopted and his real parents live in L.A., so he says, right, I'm leaving Sesame Street, I'm leaving New York, I'm going to go all the way to the other side of the country. So he's going over there, right? And then these two crooks see him and go, flipping hell, man, that's a massive yellow bird. We can make a fortune with that. Let's kidnap it. As you would do, of course you would. So they kidnap it, right? And there's a brilliant bit when all the other Sesame Street people are trying to, like, Linda, the deaf woman, Luigi, and all the puppets. I think it's a you.
Sounds a bit racy.
And all the deaf ladies in it, and all the anyway, and all the puppets. They're trying to find him, right? And so the criminals know. This is brilliant. The criminals know that the other Sesame Street people are trying to find him. Yeah. So what they do is they dye him purple, right?
Oh my god!
So this
not even camouflage.
So he's purple, right? And there's a bit where all the people from Sesame Street are stood next to the cage that he's in, and they go, Where's Big Bird? They go, where's Big Bird? Said, I'm Big Bird! No, that's not Big Bird. Big Bird's yellow. And then none of them recognise him. But he's supposed to be like a really good friend of theirs. But they don't recognise him when he's changed his hair.
That's it. You must have threw him off the scent.
I'm gonna get Follow That Bird this weekend and watch it.
I think I might have a look on Amazon, see if I can get myself...
Have a look on Amazon, yeah.
I think I'll do that. I want to talk about the Apple Store as well.
Oh, go on then. Do they have one in Birmingham?
Stuff in there. Yeah, they do, yeah.
Is it any good?
No, I've never been in there. I've got a problem with it though, right?
Yeah.
It looks far too like where Jesus would hang out. It's all white and there's glass. I picture that's what heaven supposedly would be like. Do you understand what I mean? You look from the outside and everyone's just, I don't know, it's just like far too Jesus-like for my liking.
I'd see what I don't like about it.
Go on.
It's because it's all like gadgets and computers, right? Everyone who works in there has got like a gadget around their neck. And it's like their own private Idaho or something. And so they use it to scan themselves in. And so if they do a sale, they scan their thing. And that's a little bit right. But yeah, it's not like heaven inside.
I might go in one.
See, would you go into one this weekend? And
I might go in on Sunday and I'll give you a report on Triple M.
Oh, we're not doing Triple M anymore?
Oh, no!
It's finished now.
That's terrible. That's a crime in itself.
It is, isn't it a crime against humanity?
Awful.
Never mind.
And one last piece of advice, Ian.
Yes, sir.
You got to stop fearing them cats, unless it's like a real big cat.
I'm not.
You know, like a lion or a tiger.
I'm not fearing them. I took a cat. Oh, look at it. Go to the website and see my scars.
What's that website where you got scars on? I'll have a look at that.
lvc.co.uk.
Yeah.
Go to my page.
Yeah.
Go to show news. It's the show news in it.
Right.
And then click on something else, and you'll find it.
Oh, it's like your battle wounds, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Go and have a look, man. Seriously. All right. See you later, Sifu.
All the best.
I don't know why I find him funny, but I do. John.
Oh, good evening, Ian. You were asking about Redbush.
Yes, sir.
But could I just say quick, sir, but you were mentioning Chinese food and Chinese restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a friend of mine, he went into it, well, not a friend, somebody I know, went into a Chinese restaurant in the Far East, and he was telling me, he was looking at the list of, the meals on offer, and he said, at first I thought I was in a zoo. He said there was everything. There was tiger meat, octopus meat, snake.
They love it. They love it, man.
Well, no disrespect. No disrespect.
No, it's all different cultures, isn't it? Some pay...
But about the red bush, it's the reason it's called rooibos in South Africa. That's the Afrikaans name for red bush.
I thought it might be, yes. I suspected
it only grows in South Africa. It's delicious. And the reason why tea connoisseurs like it so much is because you make it like normal tea, with milk and sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the way they like it.
I don't have sugar. I have milk in it, and I also like the vanilla red bush, where I don't put any milk into that because that's quite.
I've never seen that.
Oh, vanilla red bush. Oh, treat yourself. It's hard to find, but it's
it's good.
John, treat yourself, you laugher. Treat it.
Oh, it's a gorgeous drink, though. But people who haven't tried it, like you say, they should do it.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to it because I gave up caffeine. I went to it because it's naturally caffeine free. It took me a while to get the taste, but it's all I drink now. I love it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
John, I've got to go. Thank you for that.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers, fella. Bye-bye. It's the Travel News Now with Alan Joyce.
And we're still looking at big delays on the M3 going away from town. There's an accident blocking 3 lanes of the motorway between junctions 1 and 2.
You're fine.
Between Sunbury and the M25 with an accident. Traffic's only getting past on the hard shoulder there. All the approaches to the Chiswick roundabout still looking slow following the earlier problems on the A40. It's looking much better on the A40 itself, but still very slow on the M4, the A4 and also the South Circular. And the A4 in South Kensington has a lane blocked near the Natural History Museum because of an accident, so 1 lane's blocked in both directions there. Long delays on Fulham Broadway because of roadworks at the bottom of North End Road, and College Road in Bromley has now fully reopened both ways between Tweedy Road and London Lane following an accident there earlier on. And to the north of town, the M11 still has a lane blocked heading in from junction 7 to 6. That's Harlow to the M25, and that's following a crash as well. On the tubes, delays on the Piccadilly, Jubilee and Northern lines. A reminder as well, if you're travelling tomorrow or Sunday, there'll be no service at all on the whole of the Victoria line for those 2 days. As for the overground trains, they're all reporting a good service. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in half an hour.
James O'Brien, weekday mornings from 10.
Can birds suffer from vertigo?
If you open the window in a hot room, does the cold, all the hot air go out?
My question is, how fast would you have to drive, or whatever, westwards in order for the sun to not set?
You've been racking your brains for years, you've asked everyone you know, and even some people you don't know, but you still haven't got the answer you need.
James O'Brien's Mystery Hour, Thursday at 12.
We will have it.
With AQA. Text the letters LBC, followed by your question, to 63336. Answers cost just £1. LBC 97.3.
Why does it always rain on me? Is it because I...
Free inside the Mail on Sunday.
Why does it always rain on me?
Travis.
Sing.
12 great tracks, including the brand new single, My Eyes.
You got my eyes.
Free inside this weekend's Mail on Sunday.
If you're thinking of starting your own business, Business Matters with James Max and Lloyd's TSB is essential listening. Every Sunday afternoon from 5, join James as he talks to business experts who will be on hand to give you information and guidance on going it alone. You can also track the progress of the startup business that won £20,000 thanks to Lloyd's TSB. For details, log on to lbc.co.uk. Business Matters with James Max and Lloyd's TSB for the journey. LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Mario!
Good evening, Ian.
Where the hell have you been?
Bruv, I'm just chilling, man, listening to you lot out there, man, but boy, you know what I mean? I've just been busy here and there, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, I've got a little clothes label I'm trying to kick off, so I've been, like, focusing on that.
Right.
You know, so...
What kind of clothes are you labelling?
Well, it's something I want to put back in the community, you know? It's called School of Hard Knocks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, education first. It's something I want to, like, aim at the kids, like, education is an essential part of success. You know what I mean? If we're where we started, like on the street, but obviously we've like used our minds of. It's basically aimed at the kids that's out there that's not doing that, but today they can, they can do something rather than like the ones that's unsuccessful that haven't reached to these big universities and that. So basically, it's a little label that's kicked off in America, but they're going to make me the UK distributor, so I'll be distributing it.
Well,
but I'll send you a header on the MySpace so you can check it out.
Good lad, excellent stuff. Thank you for that. Well done.
Can I plug it?
What? You just did plug it.
No, but it's SOHKUK.
Okay.
MySpace. Yeah.
Okay, nice one. Well, people can go and have a look at it. Now, Mario.
Yeah, man.
Are you allowed to paddle in the River Thames?
I wouldn't try it, but...
Because I quite often, I've been down the South Bank a few times recently, and you look down at some bits, and when the tide's out, you can see people down on, like, the sand.
Right, that's right, by the what's it called, across the road by the Oxo, right?
Yeah, all sort of down there. People go down there. And
I'm going to give you a story about that. I went down there to actually check it out, and the sand looks just as good as the beach.
Oh, right.
But, there was a few tourists down there walking, like, bare feet. And if I go in there, would I get lurgies on my feet? So I didn't really want to chance it, you know?
I'd imagine there's a lot of lurgies in the River Thames, especially at that point, because that's quite far down, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is yesterday I actually drove past that same part again, and the tide was so high. Looking at that there just frightens me. The River Thames is a really frightening experience, man.
It is frightening. You couldn't, that bit of the Thames, because they mentioned this on the news the other day about swimming in the Thames, and I thought, well, that's weird, but obviously they mean like in Windsor and stuff like that.
Right.
But you couldn't, could a man swim across that bit of the Thames and not die of lurgy?
No way. You know why? They sometimes actually look at the Thames where the water, not by the embankment side, but like you're saying, going down Putney and all of that.
Yeah.
And it actually looks still, but when you look at it from an angle, you can see like a lot of swirls in it. So I'm thinking, is there like a whirlpool in that part?
A whirlpool?
Yeah, it's got like little drifting parts of the middle where you can see, and it's in different patches of the water. So what I'm saying is water is actually streaming, and there's no way I think you can swim across there. The amount of power.
But okay, so there's the power, and we all know there's. I didn't find out until about 3 years ago about the plug that's in the River Thames. Did you know about this?
No way.
There is a plug. This is absolutely true. There is a plug in the River Thames. I think it's outside sort of the Royal Festival Hall, around about there somewhere. And if the water gets too high, it's like a massive bathroom plug.
And you're pulling my leg.
No, honestly, Mary, this is absolutely true. It's like a massive bathroom plug. It's like about sort of 5 metres in diameter, right? And if the water gets too high, they can pull the plug out, and the water will go down the drain. Now,
yeah, that must be a dam further downstream, or you're talking about how...
No, it's a plug.
You sure?
It is a plug. Go and Google it. You got Google? Go and have a look.
Yeah.
River Thames plug. Honestly, there's a whole website on it. It is amazing. It's on Wikipedia. It's amazing. So there's that. But I was just wondering, how filthy is the water?
I know the water's big time filthy, and people
big time
actually
filthy.
Go swimming in there. People actually go swimming in there. It's horrible.
But they will get fleas and lurgy.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and green and all kinds of slimy and.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, I just sent you I just emailed you a little video.
Oh, the double jointed man.
Oh man, that's crazy, man.
Well, hang on, I've not watched it. I'm doing the radio show. Let's have a little look. Hang on a second. I can't. All right, calm down. Calm down.
All right.
Guys, calm down. You're just getting a little bit too high. Right, hang on. It's opening up. So this is a double jointed man that we're watching here. Oh, it won't open.
It won't.
No, because let's open. Let's try opening with. Let's try opening with that. Hang on. This might do it. The computers here are okay. Here we go.
Listen.
I can't. All right. Oh, what? So it's a fella in a box. Is it the fella's in that box? Is he?
Yeah.
It's David Hasselhoff. Oh, America's Got Talent, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Sharon Osbourne. She looks quite sexy.
She does, isn't it?
Yeah, I like Sharon Osbourne. Oh no! Look, David Hasselhoff doesn't know whether he's had a drink or not. Look. Whoa! America's Got Talent. He's called the Rubber Boy. The Rubber Boy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he does look like the Rubber Boy.
Oh, my dog used to do that. What he's doing there. Anyway,
you put on weight, man. What's up with that, man?
Sorry.
You put on weight. I saw some snaps of you on your MySpace.
I've got fat. Yeah. Look, there it is.
all that about? You eating meat now?
No, I'm just eating and I haven't been to the gym for 3 months.
Oh, serious?
I'm going to start going next week, though.
That ain't Jim, that's love, man.
Yeah, well, maybe. Well, I'm eating healthily.
Yeah.
I'm a good lad. Mario, thank you for that. Good to talk to you.
No, you too, man, you too.
Take care, fella. Good luck with the project. Right, 0845... I can't, that's hideous. Look, I can't watch that. 0845 6060 973. So, has anyone swum in the River Thames recently? I'm going to say recently. I mean, like in the last year or something. And does anyone jump off the bridges and go? I was surprised to see people down there as though it were like the beach. Someone had a towel.
It's illegal to jump off the bridges.
It is illegal to jump off the bridges. I'm not condoning it. I'm just asking if anyone's done it.
Ah.
Right. We've got to give away this game after 9 o'clock, haven't we?
Yeah.
You got the competition sorted out?
Yep.
Okay, well, you can tell us what's happening in a little bit. Right. 0845 6060 973. We'll speak to Jane after this.
Look around you. How many of the people around you right now could become ill at any time? At GlaxoSmithKline, we undertake medical research to develop new drugs for today and tomorrow. We just need you to help us with our clinical trials at our research unit at Clinical Imaging Centre London. You'll be paid for your time and commitment if you take part in a study. So, if you're healthy and aged between 18 and 60, then call us today on 0800 707 6068. That's 0800 707 6068. Help us help people to do more, feel better, live longer.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's
Good evening.
And so it is, we go to Jane. Hello, Jane.
Hello.
You right?
Yep.
What can I do for you?
I know what a play street is.
Oh, here we go, at last. What is it?
Well, I know what an American play street is. It might be different here,
Okay.
but it's generally in an inner city area where there's no parks around.
Yeah.
They shut the street after school so the kids can play, football and stickball and stuff like that in the street and not get run over by any cars.
But there was... This sign didn't seem to say that cars weren't allowed down there.
Well, they just shut it off. Some of the signs in America, anyway, say what time the streets are shut. Some of them just don't. It says Play Street, and then sometimes it's just shut.
Yeah, this one said Play Street at 8 a.m. till sunset or something like that. So that means I probably shouldn't drive down there then.
No, you won't be able to. It might be near a school or something like that.
Oh,
and they just don't have the space, but that's all it is.
All right, Jane, well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Cheers, I think that's cleared things up there a little bit. This is good. Jill.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Jill.
Listen, I've just had an awful shock.
Oh.
I haven't heard the whole of the story of the scratchies, right?
Yes.
But I did hear you tell somebody to go on the webpage and blah, blah, and I looked.
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't a tiger?
It was a very timid, tiny little cat that scratched me to pieces, and it's given me lockjaw.
I don't think it's giving you lockjaw, darling, because you seem to be all right. Your jaw's moving and...
Well, it's the jaw's moving, but the rest of me is ever so slowly freezing up as the show goes on, which means I'm very, very close to death.
Oh.
It don't matter. I'll be all right.
Oh, don't do that, Ian.
It will.
Not tonight. It's Friday.
I know it's the psychic show's on at 10 o'clock. Maybe I could come back then.
Well... Oh, dear. Wait and see what Becky says about it. But it wasn't your cat, was it?
No, it was my mum's cat, who's, I've mentioned before, is very timid, has been beaten up really badly, and so if you try and approach her, she goes, or try and pick her up, she goes mental.
Oh, and is that what you did?
Well, I had to pick her up and put her in a box, take her to the vets.
Oh, yes, you were talking about that the other night.
Yes.
Oh, you are a hero, aren't you?
I do my best, Jill, I do my best.
Well, I'm trusting you have got antiseptic and all the rest.
Well, what happened was the cat scratched me, then weed on me, and then I gave it a quick wash. But then I had to go to the vets, and I've washed, but one of the cuts is up inside my nose. You see, that's the problem.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It's a bogey cut. Yes.
Well, your arm looks bad enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm suffering, Jill, and I don't mind banging on about it. Obviously.
Perhaps you should get Chris to wish you along to
do what?
Casualty.
He could do that, I suppose. Yes.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
Particularly if you think you're going to die.
Well, I'll see how I'm feeling on Monday. Maybe too late by then.
I hope you make it.
So do I. Jill, I've got to go. Thank you for that.
All right,
Bye-bye.
take care,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Dave, what's a play street?
Well, I haven't seen one for years, Ian, but when I was a kid,
Yes.
there used to be a street that you could go down if you lived in the street, like, for access only.
Right.
But other than that, you stayed out of it because the kids were allowed to play during the permitted hours. There was one not 500 yards from where you are at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know when you come out your back entrance into Bramley Road?
Yes.
And you turn left towards the station?
Yes.
There used to be a turning on the right by the railway bridge.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's still there now because they've redeveloped so much.
It's all paved over there now.
Yeah, there used to be one. The second turning on the left down that turning used to be a play street.
Dave, listen, I've got to go. Thank you very, very much for that. I think we know what that is now. We can knock that one on the head. Right. 0845 6060 973. Anything you want to talk about, we'll find out after this.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
At 9, Soham killer in hospital after a suspected overdose. A 17-year-old's been found on fire in Islington, and it's all or nothing for rugby world champions England. It's 9 o'clock, I'm Sam Pittis. Ian Huntley's being treated in hospital after another suspected overdose. The Soham killer was found in his cell in West Yorkshire. Sky's Fraser Maud outside Wakefield Jail says it's not the first time Huntley's been reported to have attempted suicide.
He attempted it back in 2003 and again in 2006. He used on those occasions prescription drugs. They were antidepressants, and what he managed to do was to conceal these drugs in tea bags in his cell and took over 20 of them last time. This is in 2006.
An investigation's underway after a 17-year-old boy was found on fire in the front garden of a house in North London. Emergency services were called to Ecclesbourne Road in Islington yesterday morning. He's critically ill in hospital with serious burns. Our prisons are almost running at full capacity with only 780 places left. The government's published the highest ever set of official figures for the number of people in prison. The head of IT at a college in West London who collected more than 100 images of child pornography won't be jailed. 52-year-old Sasira Chandra Sakara from Greenford's been given a 12-month community service order at Southwark Crown Court. A pupil's in custody after shots were fired at a school in California. Police were called in to negotiate with gunmen who'd taken hostages at Las Plumas High early in the school day. No one was injured. Councils in London are seeking new powers to make businesses clear up cigarette butts. Since the smoking ban came into force in July, people going outside to smoke have been littering the streets and council taxpayers have been footing the clean-up bill. Merrick Cockell, the leader of London councils, has told LBC smokers need to take responsibility for their mess.
We know that it's costing nationally about £200 million to clear up the results of people smoking no longer in buildings but outside buildings, and it just seems reasonable that the local taxpayer, all of us in our boroughs, shouldn't be paying for that, but actually the staff of businesses or their visitors or their clients who now have to congregate outside.
Sport and England have taken the lead in their must-win Rugby World Cup match with Tonga. The world champions went 10-3 down at 1 point. Paul Sackey's got 2 tries. Johnny Wilkinson has scored 2 penalties and a drop goal. England must win to stay in the tournament. It's currently 19-10. If you're away from your radio and want to stay in touch with the latest news, weather and travel, you can call 0901 723 6666. Calls cost 35p a minute from a BT landline. Other networks and mobile rates may vary. London's travel, the M3's down to 1 lane. That's heading out of town between Junction 1 Sunbury and Junction 2 the M25. That's because of an accident. And London's weather, well, showers will move westwards. They should die out overnight. It's going to stay quite cloudy. A minimum temperature of 12 Celsius, currently 14 degrees in Hammersmith. This is LBC. It's 9:03.
Time is like money. Any that you have spare is very precious. So why don't you invest some of your time in something really worthwhile? GlaxoSmithKline are looking for volunteers to take part in medical trials at Clinical Imaging Centre London. In return, you'll be compensated for your time and inconvenience. So if you're healthy and aged between 18 and 60, then call us today on 0800 707 6068. That's 0800 707 6068. And find out how you can invest in the future. Help us help people to do more, feel better, live longer.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Good evening.
callers lined up, but they were all boring, I've decided. So we've got rid of them. They're all sacked. I'm sacked. Go on, turn your mic on and rip that paper, Chris. That's it. That's the list of callers. Who's this fella? Getting rid of him? He's gone. He's gone. Every caller that we had lined up, if you called in to come on, you're not getting on, because apparently you were dull. Every topic we've talked about so far, we're stopping talking about, because I'm bored of them. I need to... OK, that's not the topics. That's I don't know what that is you've ripped up.
Oh, it's a...
He serves you right, you see. So, now we need to give away this... hang on a second. Yes, line one, what do you want? Hello? What do you want?
Now we need to give away this...
Hello?
Yes, line one, what do you want?
Right, OK, let's just... Yes, line four, what do you want?
Oh, hello there, Ian. I phoned up a while ago and pretended to be the three callers who hate you. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, that was good, that.
But I wasn't able to record it, so I'm recording it now. I was just wondering if I could give a quick rendition for
OK, these are the three callers who hate me.
Caller one. Hello there, Ian. This is John. It is John, isn't it?
Who?
The one who says, I'm going to become a dentist and...
No, that's Nasty Adam.
Oh, sorry, OK, we'll start again. Sorry,
Okay.
I muffed it up.
Yeah.
Caller one who hates Ian. Hello there, Ian. This is Nasty Adam, and I hate you, and I'm going to train to be a dentist, and I'm going to take out your teeth, and most of all, I'm going to take out your mother's teeth as well.
He actually says that. Yeah, the guy. Yeah, he says that. Good work there. Well done.
Caller two.
Yes.
Hello there, mate. It's Paul here. Empathetically speaking, I ain't thick or nothing, but I think your show's rubbish. There is other stuff to listen to sympathisingly.
Yeah.
That is sympathisingly.
Yep.
But I ain't going to listen to that or nothing because I hate you.
It's very good. You don't know who these people are, James, he's doing, but let me assure you, they're very, very good. Yes?
Caller three.
Yes.
Boy, man, me already listen to Clive Bull show. Yeah. Clive Bull can wipe the floor with you. Me not like you, me dislike you, me hate Bull. Me hate you. Me love Clive Bull. Clive Bull the best thing. Ian Lee are nothing. Ria.
Excellent, thank you. Right, so... We've now got no callers, we've got no topics. We've wiped the slate screen. The slate cream. Clean? It's the lockjaw, I can't speak. So, what we're going to do, we're going to give away this game from softuk.com, Stranglehold, for the Xbox 360. You play Inspector... I want this, because it looks wicked. I didn't know this game existed. You play Inspector Tequila from John Woo's film Hard Boiled, starring Chow Yun-fat. It's an 18-plus game, so you've got to be 18 or over to enter this competition. Now, to win this game, all you have to do is come up with the best talking point topic for the last hour of the show. Can you do it? Can you do it? Do you want to do it? Who cares? 0845 60 60 973. Terms and conditions are on the website, of course, as we always say, and we all know that. So... if you come up with the topic that I decide is the best topic to use for the rest of the show, you will win this game. 0845 60 60 973. What I want is a little bit of... Where have you gone? Where have you gone? Where have you gone? Oh, I want this. Here we go. Line 5, what's your topic?
Hello, I'd like the topic to be why are disabled parking spaces closer to the door at all supermarkets and everything else when they've got wheelchairs to get them there?
I tell you the thing with disabled parking spaces, it's not their proximity, it's the size. They're wider than normal parking spaces.
But why are they closer to the door?
But it's not... The proximity is irrelevant. It's the size.
But why should I have to walk
Okay,
further?
he's honest. Okay. Line 6, what's your topic?
Hello, Ian.
Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, for God's sakes, I've got to do this. Sorry, here we go. Yeah, go on.
I didn't think we'd get that ever again.
Yeah, he's got his own theme tune, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. The only caller to have his own theme tune. Yes, go on.
I do think the topic should be, have you ever gone to the toilet anywhere where you shouldn't have?
Oh, no, we can't do that. Not here at New LBC. 0845 60 60 973. Line 4, what's your topic?
Lesbian vets.
Okie dokie. Isn't really going to work, is it? Line 1, what do you think the topic should be?
I think I'm going to Alton Towers tomorrow, and I want to know the best ride to go on.
The best ride in Alton Towers. It's not really floating my boat, I'll be honest with you. So.
Every single thing.
Yes, line 5. What should the topic be?
I think it should be BBC bringing back Love Thy Neighbour being a good thing and not listening to the politically correct morons who remember what they want from a trip down memory lane.
It's the best one so far. It's the best one so far. Yes, line 4. What should the topic be?
Let's talk about Iain Lee's manhood and how big he is.
Yo. Yes, line 1. What should it be?
Me.
What?
Enough about you, let's talk about me.
Okay, that's interesting. Line 10, what should it be?
Ready, steady, cook.
Go on.
Yeah, if you were in ready, steady, cook, what food would you bring?
I'm thinking... What's your name, young lady?
Vinny.
It's not bad. All right, we'll take a couple more. You're in the lead so far.
Okay.
You may get a call back. If you're ready to cook, what would you cook? We'll just do 20 more seconds of this. Line 5, go on. No, you're too slow. Let's go to line 3. 3, go on.
Fake or real?
Okie dokie. Let's start. The last one is going to be line 3. Go on.
Fake or real?
Go on.
Daddy or chips?
Oh, for goodness sakes. Right, well, we're going to go with Vinny's topic. Can we phone Vinny back, Chris, and we'll announce to her that she's the winner. If you were on Ready, Steady, Cook, what food... I knew some people that were on Ready, Steady, Cook once. They were friends of a friend, and it was all very, very good. Very exciting, really. So we got that. We got other stuff to talk about as well. Thank you to softuk.com for giving us that. Vinny!
Yeah?
You won the game.
Wicked.
Could you be a little bit more enthusiastic?
Oh, yes, man! Yeah!
So if you were on Ready, Steady, Cook, what food would you take?
Aubergine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A white carrot.
You'll get showing off now. Carrots used to be white. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know, but if you go to some supermarkets here, they have white carrots now.
And do you know why when they became orange?
When?
In about the 1600s, because someone in Dutchland wanted them to be orange, and so they dyed them. That's a fact. It's a badly explained fact, but it's a fact.
Yeah, and some spaghetti hoops.
Yeah.
And
spaghetti hoops.
Chicken.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but you're vegetarian, so you're probably not.
Well, I wouldn't take the chicken. I would take. How many things are you allowed to take? 5?
I think so.
Okay. I would. You only took 4, didn't you?
Yeah, and I would take a plum.
A plum. Okay. I would take. What would I take with me? I would take some new potatoes.
Yeah.
I would take some parsnips, because I'd like to find some new ways of cooking parsnips that aren't just roasting them.
Yeah.
I would take. What else would I take? Oh, I'd take some kidney beans.
Yeah. Oh, the black ones. Yeah.
No, the dark red ones.
Okay, yeah.
And I would. How many's that? 3?
Yeah.
I'd take some very strong cheese.
Like what was the ones with those green stuff on it?
No. That's a Stilton. I would take a strong cheddar, like Seriously Strong or something.
Okay.
Or Pilgrim's Choice. I'd take.
Yeah.
I'd take Pilgrim's Choice actually. Yeah. And I would also take a banana, a big fat banana.
And who do you like as a chef?
Oh, I want who's the fella with the moustache?
I don't know.
As long as it's not Worrell Thompson. Who's the fella? Brian someone.
The one with the grey hair?
Yeah, I'd have him, because he's good.
Yeah. Have you been watching all these cookery programs?
No, I think they're rubbish.
But what if they called you in there and say, Ready, Steady, Cook? Would you do it?
I think they have asked me to go on Ready, Steady, Cook at one point. I'm sure they did.
And you didn't go?
No, I didn't. I'm sure I've been asked to do Ready, Steady, Cook.
Yeah.
Oh, I think, do you know what? I think I was going to, and then I got bumped. I got bumped from Ready, Steady, Cook.
Why?
Because they got someone who was slightly more famous than me to go on there. Oh, well.
Anyway, have you been watching this new Noel Edmonds program?
Are you smarter than a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Well, no, I haven't. And I'll tell you why, Vinny. Because it was my... This is absolutely true. When I was filming in...
That's why I'm asking you, because you asked your agent.
It was my idea to bring this programme over to this country. I was filming in LA with a company called 2-4 Productions. I came down one morning and said, I've seen this brilliant programme last night called Are You Smarter Than a 10th Grader? Someone should make that in England. I'm going to get my agent to make it. And then suddenly, 2-4 Productions are making Are You Smarter Than a 10-year-old with Noel Edmonds.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not watching it. I refuse to watch it. Is it good?
It's all right.
Yeah,
It's all right.
It's a good idea.
Have you been watching this new Donny Osmond one?
Pyramid Game?
No. It's where you have to guess.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It was way too complicated.
Yeah. Have you been watching the Nick Hancock one? On channel?
Tell you what, Vinny, you stay there. We'll come back in a minute. You can list more game shows to me. Travel news now with Alan Joyce.
The M3 still down to one lane heading away from town between Junction 1 at Sunbury and Junction 2 for the M25 following an accident. The traffic's still only getting past on the hard shoulder there. The A4 in South Kensington has a lane blocked in both directions just by the Natural History Museum with a crash. And the M25 now has two lanes closed clockwise just after the QE2 bridge with an accident just after the toll booths. Southend Lane in Lower Sydenham is closed for roadworks and that's causing big delays all around Forest Gate and the Catford one-way system. And the M1 has one lane closed heading into town through the roadworks between 9 and 8. That's the A5 to Hemel Hempstead with a broken down lorry in the roadworks section. There's also an accident on the M11 blocking one lane into town between 7 and 6. That's Harlow to the M25. And there are delays on the North Circular. One lane's blocked eastbound in the 4th Street tunnel because of a crash there. Latest on the tubes, delays on the Piccadilly and Jubilee lines. And a reminder, there's no service on the Victoria line all weekend, so all day tomorrow and Sunday because of planned engineering works. Overground trains, though, are running a good service. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in half an hour.
The Weekend on LBC 97.3.
Carol McGiffin.
Are you single? You're a single woman. What skills do you have as a single woman? I can change fuses, I can change plugs, I can change light. I can do all of those things. I can even program and set up, like, TV boxes and things like that. I can do all of those things. I even know how to convert analog video into digital video. I know how to do these things. I know how to do everything.
Listen to the very humble Carol McGiffin, Sunday mornings from 10 on London's Biggest Conversation, LBC 97.3.
Free inside the Mail on Sunday. Travis. 12 great tracks, including the brand new single My Eyes. Free inside this weekend's Mail on Sunday.
What does your dad mean to you? And how did the big fella influence your life? I'm Paul Ross, and all next week with And When Did You Last See Your Father, the new film based on Blake Morrison's best-selling memoir, I want you to tell me your stories about your dad. It could win you a helicopter ride for two across London.
If you've got something to say about your dad, log on now to lbc.co.uk and listen to Paul Ross, weekday afternoons from 4, next week.
If our purpose on this earth is to leave it a better place for our children, we haven't done badly.
And When Did You Last See Your Father? The fantastic new film starring two of our country's finest actors, Jim Broadbent and Colin Firth. Out Friday the 5th of October with LBC 97.3. LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Why are you so obsessed with daytime quiz shows?
I've just been watching them on. Just what the hell. And
Yeah, crazy. Let's go crazy. Let's go and watch a bit of Donny Osmond. Yeah.
yeah, have been watching this Nick Hancock one.
Which is the Nick Hancock one?
Win My Wage. It's sort of similar to the Donny Osmond one, where you have to guess there.
Oh no, I haven't. But I was going to present one on. There's one on Channel 5. I've not seen it. Presented by Colin Munnery, which sounds like a similar thing where there are people and you have to guess who earns what, and then you win their wage.
No, that's on Channel 4. That's Nick Hancock.
No. There's one on Channel 5 with Colin Munnery where you have to guess what people do and you win their wage.
Well, it's exactly the same thing, that Nick Hancock program.
Exactly, that's why I said, I don't know if you heard me mention it, that it sounds similar to this other thing with Colin Munnery on Channel 5.
What's that called?
Well, I don't know. I've not used the title because I don't know what the title is. 0845 6060 973. If someone could, they wanted me to do that, and I said no. It sounds guff.
Yeah, but you could have got more money.
Well, I wouldn't have got that much money for it. It didn't sound very good to me. It's a daytime quiz show on Channel 5. I'm all right, thanks.
Yeah. Anyway, now let's switch our attention to adverts.
Let's switch our attention to adverts. Yes.
Yeah. Have you been listening to the Capital one?
What? On the telly, is this?
Yeah.
You got a big fat nothing. Big fat nothing. No, I've not seen it. Is it good?
Yeah. The one who's doing the narration sounds familiar.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I bet he gets paid a lot of money once his agent negotiates it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you think he gets paid?
I would like to think he'd get like £10,000 or £15,000.
But he probably doesn't.
Well, I would like to think he'd get that, but bizarrely, I'd imagine that this contract hasn't been sorted out, despite the fact the advert's now being shown. So who knows?
Yeah. You haven't seen it yet, then?
No, I've not seen it. No. Well, thanks for calling, Vinny.
All right, then. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Right. So that's you got to take his details and send him the game.
Got him.
Nice one. So 0845 6060 973. Are they still doing Ready Steady Cook? I didn't think they were still doing it. I thought that had kind of died a death. The whole celebrity chef thing sort of petered out, didn't it? What's the new fad at the moment? Because there's always fads. For a while it was antiques, with when David Dickinson kicked that whole thing off. It became antiques and finding antiques and making money out of antiques and car boot sales and things like that. Then before that, actually. So before that was chefs, then it was antiques, then it was property, buying property, selling property, doing property up, making money out of property. I'm a bit out of touch. What fad are we on at the moment in television circles? 0845 6060 973. Is there they kind of all morph into one. So you'll get there's Homes Under the Hammer, which is a brilliant programme, but it's about homes being auctioned. So people buy homes for auction at auction, and then they do them up. So that ticks quite a few boxes. What is the current fad in TV? Because TV is very, very lazy. We all know this. The people who work in TV are the laziest, short-sighted idiots ever. Because they'll see something doing quite well, and they go, we should be doing that. We should do that, and not make it that much different. 0845 6060 973. What's the latest TV fad? Tony's in Essex. Tony.
Hello.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
I'm not in Essex. I'm in New Cross.
I couldn't care.
No, I'm in New Cross. I've got a queue of singers waiting to get up here and sing. Let me just get off. Just a second. They're trying to sing. That's it. I'm outside.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ready, steady, cook.
Yes.
Right. What we do is ready, steady, karaoke. What they got is have to sing a song and have to cook a dish.
Oh, this is you who called up earlier on, but I had to speak to Tim or something.
Oh, yeah, he spoke to Tim. He's inside now. He's trying to run the karaoke. Sorry about that.
He's a muppet, that bloke.
Yeah, total.
Sack him.
Timbo.
Ready, steady, karaoke.
Right, with ready, steady, karaoke. What they've got to do is you put in a chip pea, and they've got to make something with a chip pea. You know, like, chip peas, you heard of that? Chip peas?
Yeah, it's where we make hummus from.
That's it, hummus, and peas pudding. Do you remember old recipe called peas pudding and saveloys?
I don't remember. What was peas pudding?
That was peas pudding and saveloys. It was a lot like hummus, but it was tasteless.
But because I remember peas pudding in a tin in my mum's pantry.
Yeah, but they used to do it in the old 60s and the 50s. They used to use it as a peas pudding. It used to be like a little like a fish and chip shop sort of effort.
Oh, okay.
And amazing value. You just got to get saveloy and peas pudding.
I don't see the connection between peas pudding and karaoke.
Listen, you're my saviour, because I was talking to my kids Dylan and Beth earlier, and I said to them about the carrots being white at some stage, and then somebody dyed them. You are my hero. See, Dylan, I told you. because he's listening right now.
He believes me, does he? Good.
He believes you now. He will believe you now.
'Cause
Anyway.
I didn't believe it first time I heard it,
Right,
but
listen,
it's
Ian, also, because I've got to get back inside, also,
Yes.
I've got a caravan on my drive, and it's there for your disposal at any time. I've got a guy who I used to do karaoke with about 17 years, and he's been living there. He's a guru into karaoke, but he lives on the karaoke. He lives in the caravan now, on the front of the drive, and I'd like to get him out at some stage because he's been there for 15 years, living in the caravan.
Right.
They don't pay any rent or anything.
No.
But if you want to use the caravan, you could tow it around, put all your posters and advertise yourself.
What?
On the
But
side
there's a
of it.
bloke
And
living in it.
I'll tow it around London, and we could use it as some sort of publicity sort of thing. We could put you on there and you can advertise as much as you want. Pay me like loads of money and I'll tow it around all day long for you.
Tony, I'm not going to do that, but thank you very much. What the hell was that? There's a bloke living in his caravan. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind staying in a caravan. I don't want to drive a caravan. I couldn't do that. That must be the hardest thing in the world. Literally the hardest thing in the world ever.
Well, you tow it, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's it. I know, that's what I'm saying. Driving a caravan. Be in the car and it'll be connected. How do you reverse it? When you reverse a caravan, because it will go the other way to the way you want it to go, wouldn't it? The bend makes it go the other way.
You got to go against your natural instincts.
But then the car will go the wrong way. How do you reverse a caravan? That has got to be the hardest thing in the world. But I wouldn't mind staying in a caravan. I don't know, it's a bit chavvy though, isn't it, to do that? I don't know. And, someone living... OK, well, here we go. This could be the topic for the last 30 minutes of the show. Does someone live on your drive? Wait, you've said bloke lived on his drive for 15 years. That's wrong.
It's a nice little money in it, isn't it?
My mate, or a friend of a friend, a bloke called Phil, but he was filthy, so we called him Filthy. He kind of lived in a caravan. His mum and dad, or his mum, I think they were divorced, his mum had a caravan in the garden, and so he went and lived in the caravan. He was allowed to have the caravan. He'd go and live in there. You can turn your mic off now, Chris. You've got nothing more to say, I'm sure. Right, 0845 60 60 973 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. What would you do on Ready, Steady, Cook? People living on your drive, does it happen? And what the hell was that last bloke on about? Jason!
Oh, hello, Ian.
Hello, Jason.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I just found to correct you, actually.
Please.
You said that 5 items. You could take 5 items onto Ready Steady Cook.
Did I get that wrong?
Yeah, I think it's a tenner. You're allowed up to £10 worth of whatever.
But they restrict the number of items. You can't like take 20 things that cost 50 pence.
I don't know. I've seen people on there with bags of stuff.
Oh, maybe he's right, actually.
And I've seen other people on there with just like one large pumpkin or...
Are you allowed to take like a ready meal on there?
No, I think, I'd take $9.99 bucket meal from KFC.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? That would
what
do
can
it.
you do with that, Brian?
So, Brian Turner, that's the fella, yeah. What would you do with that? It is the weirdest programme, Ready, because it was massive for a while. Then I'm surprised they
Celebrity chefs, oh, God.
Well, how did that ever become a phenomenon? People who cook suddenly being on the telly all the time.
I know, yeah, well... Half a personality and you're there.
Jason, thank you for that.
Not a problem.
Cheers, boss. It's nearly the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to it more and more and more. Although I've got my Japanese lesson tomorrow. She's starting, instead of coming at 10 now, she's going to be coming at 9:30. So that little bit extra, getting up a little bit earlier. And I'm doing my homework, but I'm really struggling with it. Alan.
Hello.
Hello, Alan.
Hi. You just sparked up a subject about caravans.
Yes.
It's very easy, really. Right, if you want the trailer to reverse, going to the left,
yeah,
you turn the steering to the right. But think of turning the steering wheel like a 20p piece. That little turn to the right. And then you start straightening that on, off. Just turn the wheel slowly. Yeah. Because if you carry on with turning the wheel,
yes,
then the rate of turn would accelerate, and you would lose the way how you want to reverse.
Wow, you've cleared that up for us, Alan.
Yeah, and when you want to straighten the trailer up, what you see more in your mirror, you turn the steering wheel into that side. What you see more in the mirror.
Right.
And and that's about it. And the other subject...
Well, I've only got 10 seconds left now.
Oh, right, okay. Have a nice weekend.
Cheers, Alan. Well, you could have told me in 10 seconds, maybe. I don't know. Thank you, Alan. We had a man explaining how to reverse a caravan. I asked for it and I got it. And that's what makes this job so fantastic. Right, 087... I did it. 084... It's the first time tonight. 0845 60 60 973. Oh, Sire, can you come back after the news?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Why does it always rain on me? Is it because I...
Free inside the Mail on Sunday.
Why does it always rain on me?
Travis.
Sing, sing,
12 great tracks, including the brand new single, My Eyes.
you got my eyes.
Free inside this weekend's Mail on Sunday.
Skies.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
It's 9:30. I'm Andy Hughes. The jailed killer of Soham schoolgirls Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman has taken a suspected overdose. It's the third time Iain Huntley has attempted suicide while in prison. It coincides with the second anniversary of him being told he'll have to serve a minimum of 40 years. An investigation's underway after a 17-year-old boy was found on fire in the front garden of a house in North London. Emergency services were called to Ecclesbourne Road in Islington yesterday morning. He's critically ill in hospital. Our prisons are almost running at full capacity with just 780 places left. The government's published the highest ever set of official figures for the number of people in prison. Let's have a quick look at the rugby score in tonight's Rugby Union World Cup. A short time ago, the score was England 33, Tonga 13. Stay with us for updates there. Now, London's travel news. The M25 has 3 lanes blocked clockwise just after the QE2 bridge because of an accident just after the toll booths there. Now, London's weather, those showers should die out through the night. Staying cloudy, though. Lows of 12 Celsius. It's 14 right now in Ealing. Tomorrow, sun up at 6:56 with bright spells and showers and highs of 17. Time now is 9:31.
OK, crisps for Julie, egg sandwich for Josh, and a coffee for Dad. And I'll see if I can pick up a new career.
There's a lot more than usual on offer at the welcome break off junction 23 of the M25 this Saturday. Visit the RAC's family-friendly roadshow and learn about a career as an RAC patrol and recovery specialist, as well as opportunities with BSM and also windscreens. Everyone's welcome to join the RAC this Saturday off junction 23 of the M25 from 10 till 4.
Exclusively blended Prosecco Robusto Rosé from the hillside vineyards of Veneto. And a bottle is yours, absolutely free, when you spend over £35 on food or drink at M&S until Saturday. This is not just food. This is M&S food. Offer runs Thursday to Saturday. See in-store for details. Selected stores only. Subject to availability. Enjoy wine responsibly.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
OK, it's Howlow auction time, kids. Now, when does this start? It started today and it ends at 2 p.m. on Sunday. It's been a sought-after item all week, so we're giving you an extra chance to win a fantastic black Toshiba laptop this weekend in our How Low reverse auction. Entering is easy. Simply make the lowest unique bid by 2 p.m. on Sunday and you are the winner. The lowest bid in pence that nobody else makes. All you've got to do is text LBC plus your bid in pence to 88821. So, for example, to bid 75 pence, you would text LBC 75 to 88821. Remember, bids cost £1.50 plus your standard network rate. Lines close at 2 p.m. on Sunday the 30th of September. Bidders must be over 16. See lbc.co.uk for the full terms and, indeed, conditions. Now, Sire...
Hello.
Let me practice 2 things on you.
Okay.
Supposing... All right, I'm going to say to you...
Yeah.
All right, let me just try... I want to try and say to you, next week, I'm going to the post office, OK?
Okay,
So
fine.
I'm going to say...
Okay.
Watashi wa...
Yeah.
Raishu... Yubin-kyoku... ikimasu.
Yubin-kyoku, yeah?
Sorry? Yubin-kyoku?
Yeah.
Ikimasu.
Ikimasu.
OK, so what I want to say now is, last week... No,
line's blinking up. Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say...
Yeah.
The day before yesterday, I went to the post office, okay?
Okay.
Watashi wa ototoi yubin-kyoku. This is, hang on. Ikimashita?
Yeah.
Yes!
Well done.
Okay.
100%.
And I'm going to say, okay, so it means I can say today, I'm going to say today I didn't go to the post office, okay? So I've done future, I've done past, I'm about to do negative. Right, so...
So just only 2 things.
What? Hang on, okay. Yubin kyoku ikimasen.
Ikimasen deshita.
What?
Are you going to? Are you trying to say something that happened in the past?
No, okay. I'm going to say. Oh, ikimasen. No, I'm saying today. Ikimasen.
Yeah.
So today I didn't go today. It's just ikimasen. If I didn't go, okay. Let's try this on. Last one.
Yeah.
I'm going to say. This is me saying yesterday I didn't go to the post office. Watashi wa kinko yubin-kyoku ikimasen deshita.
Yep.
Come on! I've got the past negative and the present negative. I can do it.
Very good.
I'm getting there, aren't I?
Yep. Definitely.
I've got another lesson tomorrow and I'm getting a little bit anxious. I haven't had a lesson for 2 weeks and I always get a little bit nervous.
Yeah. Have you got a lesson every 2 weeks?
I normally have it every 1 week, but I couldn't do it last week because I was doing something. What was I doing last Saturday? Anyway, I was busy last Saturday, so I couldn't see her. Oh, no, that was it. I could see her, but I was really struggling, so I pretended I couldn't see her.
Okay.
Because I was struggling to keep up with it, so I thought I'm going to have an extra week to try and catch up a
That's
bit.
what I sometimes do as well.
Yeah.
When I have to, I missed my piano lesson the other day. Not really, because I've been ill, actually.
Did you have lockjaw? I'm dying of lockjaw.
Line's breaking up. Wait.
Mate, it's not my fault. We've got a good signal this end. We generally do anyway.
I know. I can hear you now.
Okay. So, Saya, why have you called in?
You know what HMB stands for, yes?
Do I know what?
HMB, you know?
His master's voice.
Yeah. But somebody I know, she thought, can you hear me?
Yes.
She thought, it's for Her Majesty's video.
Her Majesty's video?
Yes.
Oh, man, HMV Her Majesty's video.
Yeah, isn't it?
That's what I'm going to call it from now on, Sire.
Yeah. I think it's much better.
It's Her Majesty's video.
It expresses the essence of the store.
It does. Videos and Majesty and her. It's all in that.
Yeah, it fits nicely.
Oh, well, Sire, I'm going to call it that from now on. What are you doing this weekend? Anything exciting?
Not really. I'm going to pack my things because I'm going back to Japan.
Not forever.
No, really. I'll be coming back from time to time to have piano lessons, but
What, hang on. You're going to come back from Japan just for piano lessons? They teach it over there, don't they?
Yeah, but I prefer my piano teacher over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think I want to take some diploma as well. You know, just to keep going.
So you're not going to call us anymore?
I will. I think I can call on Sundays because I can.
I don't do the show on Sundays anymore. No.
Oh, why?
We stopped doing it.
Why?
A mutual decision.
Oh, you should protest.
But if you email us, we can call you back. So if you email me during the show, with your number, we can call you. So it won't cost you anything.
That's nice.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Nice of you. I can be a Japanese correspondent.
Yeah, please do, sire. I'd love that. You must keep in touch.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me just try something.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Okay. Okay. Itsu Nihon ni karemasu ka?
10月, yeah?
Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on. No, don't tell me. I can do it slowly. That's October.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go. She's going in October. I didn't get. Okay. Well, there you go.
Can I say something else? I just remembered. This is very important.
Yeah, go on.
Have you ever been to Wagamama?
Yes, I like Wagamama. It's good.
No, it's not. It's rubbish. Oh, sorry.
You can say it's rubbish if you think it's rubbish. I know it's not proper Japanese food, is it?
No, it's not. That doesn't taste anything like Japanese food.
But it does taste.
Nothing like Chinese food. It's like a mixture of both. But dominantly, it tastes English.
But it is a nice taste. I do quite like Wagamamas.
No, it's not.
No, but I do quite like it. You can't disagree with that.
Shouldn't.
But I do.
You shouldn't.
All right, bye, sire. Bye-bye. I love Wagamamas. I know it's not proper, you know, but I think it's... Well, it is kind of... I don't know. She's a Japanese person. She'd know better than me whether it's Japanese. I love Wagamamas. It's really... They do really nice, like, chili vegetarian noodles. Oh, man. My mouth is watering at the thought of that. Leon, are you a fan of the Wagamamas?
Am I a fan of the what?
The Wagamamas. They're a girl group. No, hang on. No, it's not. It's a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah, I'd be a fan then if I knew where it was.
Oh, there's Wagamamas everywhere. It's delicious.
I've never seen them.
Oh, man, you've got to go to Wagamamas. It's great. Anyway, why did you call in?
Well, I had a topic for you, but I'm probably a bit late now.
Well, no, there's always time for new topics, especially when these ones are dying on their backside.
How about embarrassing accidents at work?
What have you got for us, Leon? Sounds like a story's on its way.
Well, I was working a few years ago. I was in a loft doing some plumbing.
Yes.
And I finished my plumbing job, and I put my tools down, and I thought, I'll go and have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And I turned round and forgot the loft hatch was right in front of me. And went crashing through.
Oh, you fell through the hole?
Yeah, and all my mates were sitting in the room below their jobs, and I sort of went crashing down.
So did you actually, like, take a step forward and went straight down?
Yeah, I just went to walk off.
Superb. Were you injured, Leon?
I'm very bruised.
Yeah, serves you right for being an idiot. I wouldn't want you, cowboy builder, doing stuff around my house.
I'm a good plumber.
Oh, you do? Okay. Leon, thank you for that.
That's all right, Ian.
Cheers, boss. There we go. Well, if you've ever fallen... No, we won't do injuries at work. What we will do is, have you ever fallen through a loft? Have you ever fallen through a ceiling or fallen through the hole in the loft? Well, that's what we'll do. 0845 60 60 973. Lorraine.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Can we start a campaign, please, to bring back Love Thy Neighbour?
They're remaking it.
Are they?
Yeah, apparently so. Well, I read it in the paper. I don't believe it, but that's what they say they're doing.
I bet it's not the same as it was before.
Do you know who directed Love Thy Neighbour?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Did you ever watch a quiz show called 15 to 1?
No, but I'd like to bring back Treasure Hunt with Annika Rice.
OK. It was William G. Stewart.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, England are winning the rugby. 36-18.
I couldn't give a stuff. Rugby's one of the dullest games after football there is.
It's not. It's not. It's better than football.
OK. Well, she sounds like she's had a few drinks. It's like this on a Friday night, I'm afraid. That's kind of what we have to put up with. Let's go to Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
Hi, Ian.
Hello.
Ian, I'm well excited. It's my first time through.
Hey, nice one, man. Well done.
Thank you. You know that Japanese girl?
Yeah, Saya.
Yeah, don't mean to be rude. I think she's wrong, because Wagamama is Japanese food.
Well, this is... OK, but she is Japanese.
Yeah, but, I mean, where was she calling from?
Good point, London.
Exactly.
But the thing is, though, the foreign restaurants, whenever they're in America or England, they're always going to westernise their food slightly. They're not going to do... You're never going to get proper, authentic food.
Yeah, all right.
So, you know, like the Indians you get here, it's not really like the Indian you get...
Yeah, but, I've seen Japanese people in Wagamama. It's got to be, innit? Japanese people working in there.
No, I was... Last time I was there, I was served by a Frenchman.
Oh, OK. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not what I call about. You know, you were talking about fads earlier.
Oh, yeah, we've had celebrity chefs, we've had gardening, we've had antiques, we've had property. What's the latest fad? Well,
I thought about this and I backtracked, but I'm going to say it anyway. Do you know that little bloke on telly who looks like Dr. Evil and Bruce Willis? He's called Dom or something like that. He's got a show called Don't Get...
Oh, Don't Get Done, Get Dom.
Yeah, I reckon that's the fad. But...
What, Dom? Dom is the fad?
Well, I was thinking it might be the new fad, because I saw it the other day. I thought, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what it is? He goes into a shop.
Yeah.
Like, say you wanted a canoe or something. How much is a canoe? Like, I don't know, 500 quid or something?
Something like that. I wouldn't pay any more than that.
Yeah, and he'll go in there and go, you know, can I have that for 200 quid?
Do an impression of him, though.
I can't.
What? I want that canoe, but I don't want to pay 500 for it.
Yeah, I don't want to pay 500. You can give me that for 200. You know, that kind of thing. But the thing is, I stopped watching because he went in the other day into a store which was clearly independent, like a little tailor's or something like that.
Yeah.
He picked up one of them bowling shirts, and I don't think he wanted it. You know the ones I mean?
A bowling shirt?
You know people that go 10-pin bowling.
Oh, right, yeah.
He picked up one of those. It was 25 quid.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not into bowling, but I reckon that's worth it.
Yeah.
And he got it for 20.
That's a bit tight, isn't it?
It's tight, that is, yeah.
But his attitude is that everyone is ripping us off and he can save us all money. But the thing is, he goes in there with like a film crew and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So of course they're going to let him have it because they're going to be on the telly.
That's my point. It's got a limited lifespan.
Yeah.
Because, like, how come... isn't he going to be on Celebrity Come Dancing?
No, he's not, is he?
I think he is.
No, Dom from Don't Get Done. Because he used to be on To Buy or Not To Buy.
Yeah, with the other bloke.
With the other bloke, where people would go and look at it used so many different genres. People would go and look at properties, then they'd pick one, and then they would test drive it. Now, what that means is that they would sit in there for like 20 minutes while they got filmed, you know, as though they lived there, and then they go, yeah, actually, I don't think I'm going to buy it because I just want to be on telly.
Yeah, that bloke was rubbish.
It was rubbish.
And now he's gone solo with that bloke. I don't know what the other bloke's name was. The one who looked like he was from Victorian times.
Hey, the Victorian bloke, but he's now doing to Buy or Not To Buy with Ed Hall, Ed Hall got me the sack from Liquid News on BBC Three once, because he was being rude about Michael Jackson, and I stepped in to apologise, but I was laughing during the apology, and Jackson's lawyers threatened to sue the BBC unless I got the sack. Absolutely true. Absolutely true.
What a monkey.
Yeah.
What a monkey. Anyway, I thought that programme was going to be a fad, but it's got a limited lifespan, because if you're famous and you go into a shop, someone's going to twig.
Yeah. Ryan, thank you for that.
All right, then, see you.
Good luck.
One more thing.
Yeah, go on.
Have you got the iPod Touch?
No. Oh, was that you that emailed me?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, no, I haven't got it, and I'm probably not going to get one. I'll get one when they bring out an 80 gig one.
Yeah, all right then.
Cheers, boss.
See ya.
Bye-bye. It's the travel news now with Alan Joyce.
And it's still looking really busy out on the motorways. It's almost still like a rush hour. Still so many incidents going on. The M25 has 3 lanes blocked going clockwise just after the QE2 bridge because of an accident just after the toll booth. So it's still looking busy going over the bridge there. The M3 is also down to 1 lane heading out of town between junction 1 and 2. That's Sunbury to the M25 following an accident. Just the hard shoulder open at the moment. 2 incidents on the M1 as well. 1 lane closed heading into town with a broken down lorry between junction 9 and 8. That's the A5 to Hemel Hempstead. So right in the middle of the roadwork section there. And also 1 lane closed on the M1 southbound between 5 and 4. That's between Watford and Edgware. That's to recover an accident from earlier on. Also a crash on the North Circular, blocking 1 lane eastbound in Edmonton, just by the 4th Street Tunnel. And the A4 in South Kensington's just fully reopened near the Natural History Museum following an accident earlier there. And there are delays around Forest Gate and the Catford one-way system because of a closure on South End Lane in Lower Sydenham, and that's closed for roadworks. On the tubes this evening, delays on the Piccadilly and Jubilee lines, but a reminder there's no service on the Victoria line all weekend because of planned engineering works. Further details on our website, lbc.co.uk. LBC 97.3 travel. There's more throughout the evening.
Some things just go together. Fish and chips, gin and tonic, Anton Deck. But what goes with you? What goes with you? If you're yet to find your perfect partner and you're bored of looking in bars and fed up with your friends' mates, maybe it's time to try meeting new people from the comfort of your own home with LBC Dating. It's a fast, easy way to meet people just like you. It's free to join and upload your own profile and look through other profiles to find your perfect partner. Become a member today by going to lbcdating.com. Find your perfect date with LBC Dating.
Meet Davy Adams. His mother's passion for drink and men shatters his family and home. At 14, Davy runs away, leaving those he loves behind. Now he's a loner, but his heart burns with longing for the girl he grew up with. She still waits, but should she? Or should she make a good marriage and forget Davy? The Loner, the brilliant new book by Josephine Cox, out now in paperback. If it's straight from the heart, it's Josephine Cox.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
OK. It's the last few minutes of the show. We're here till 10 o'clock. You can still give us a call. 0845 60 60 973. Ready, Steady, Cook we're talking about for some reason. What's the new fad? And other things. We're here till 10 o'clock. Then it's the Psychic Show with Becky and Chris. Suman!
Hiya.
Oh, it's always great to talk to you.
Yeah, same here.
What do you want?
I want to tell you that reversing a caravan is not the most difficult thing as used.
OK, name one thing that's more difficult than reversing a caravan. I bet you can't.
You can.
Well, go on then.
Reversing an aeroplane.
Well, no, reversing an aeroplane is easy.
How do you do that?
Because aeroplanes, they can't reverse.
Yeah.
So you can't do it.
So precisely.
Well, so it's easy because you don't do it.
Oh, right. So that's your logic then?
Well, no, the logic is it's easy to reverse an aeroplane because you can't do it.
Yeah.
So?
Just give up. Just say.
Well, no, because
You are
Right.
right.
Reversing
and I'm wrong,
Okay, reversing a...
and I bow to you.
Okay, you're right. I'm right. You're wrong.
No, you say I'm wrong. You're right.
I know you're wrong. I am right. Thank you, Suman. It's much appreciated. Zara!
Hello.
Hello there. Don't cry.
Well, do I sound like I'm crying?
You do, yeah.
Oh, dear. I'm not. I'm just kind of very subdued. I'm in bed.
Nice one.
Kind of tired.
Okay.
I'm very tired.
Yeah, I'm very tired as well. My eyes hurt. I'm dying of lockjaw. I don't know if I've mentioned that in the last 20 minutes.
I'm itching my eye right now.
No, there's not... yeah. Anyway.
What is lockjaw?
Lockjaw is what you get when you've been scratched by a cat and then it's urinated on you and you didn't get a tetanus jab straight after.
Is it anything to do with your jaw?
It locks eventually, but your whole body locks and then you die.
Like rigor mortis, but before death.
Sort of, and I've got it.
How do you know?
Because I'm displaying all of the symptoms of it.
Oh, okay. Is this like a hypochondriac thing?
No, it's like a medical thing, love.
Love?
That's right.
All right. So, all right, okay, let's forget that.
I'm dying here. She's taking the mick. Yes, Zara.
Well, okay, are you really dying?
Yes, I'm dying of lockjaw.
But what are the symptoms?
Your body starts freezing. You get a stiff neck, you get a stiff leg, you get a headache.
Got a stiff neck and a stiff leg.
I'm very, very close to cutting you off here, young lady. What? Very close.
What do you mean?
Right, that's it, you're gone. Richard!
Iain, I love you, man.
I love you too, man.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm doing a radio show.
Oh, right, I'm just in the pub at the moment.
Good lad. I've not listened to your CD yet, but I know where it is.
Oh, well, we've got a gig coming up. I wanted to ask if you check out the MySpace page and maybe some of the listeners.
Well, okay, well, tell us.
Thank you, mate. www.myspace.com/the deeds of the nameless.
The what? Tell him to shut up in the background. The what?
Up in the background. The deeds.
The deeds?
Like paper deeds. The deeds of the nameless.
The deeds of the nameless. Well, I'm sure you'll get at least one person going to look at it.
Thank you, Iain. I love you, man.
I love you too, brother. Take care.
Good night. Take it easy.
Bye-bye. Let's go to line one. Line one, you're on the wireless.
All of which makes me anxious.
Okay, lovely. Let's go to Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hello, Elizabeth.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, it's Japanese, Elizabeth.
Pardon?
It's Japanese, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Excellent stuff. I've got a Japanese lesson tomorrow.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
So, how are you? What are you doing this weekend?
Well, this weekend, tomorrow, I've got Japanese at 9:30 for an hour or so with Wakako Sensei. And then I don't know what I'm doing. Then in the evening, I'm going out for dinner.
Oh, that's nice.
But that's it really. I've got very little planned, and so I'm going to take it nice and easy. What are you doing, Elizabeth?
Well, I'm practicing my piano for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'm on grade 4 at the moment.
Hey, fantastic.
And I also do stagecoach.
Oh, like drama and stuff?
Yeah, I do drama, dance, and singing.
Yeah.
And I'm practicing a bit of my abacus, the Japanese abacus.
Whoa, hang on a second. The what? The Japanese abacus? That's like a counting machine, yeah?
Yes, you can get a really long one, and there's beads on them, and you calculate it using the beads.
But so it's an actual abacus. They've invented calculators now.
I know, but they in Japan they still use it.
No, they don't. Hang on. Japan, the home of technology and the future, they still use an abacus.
Yes.
That has blown my mind. That's incredible.
It's quite fascinating.
I'm gonna get a book about that and read about it.
And also, in Japan, in my club, there's lots of children that does like 10 digits, adding 10 digits together in their head without using an abacus.
Wow. See, I'm not very good with maths, so I kind of struggle around it a little bit. Oh, look, there's Chris Hawkins. He's wearing a T-shirt that says Tokyo Giants on it. There we go. So it all links up. It does say Tokyo, doesn't it? Here we go. It says Tokyo Giants. You see, it all links up. Well, listen. Best of luck with the abacus work, Elizabeth.
Thank you very much.
I'm trying to think if I can practice. Let me practice. Okay. What I'm going to try and. Okay. Tell me what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Watashi wa ashita yubinkyoku Ikimasu.
Tomorrow you're going to the post office.
There we go. I got it right. Thank you very much, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
See you later on. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. There we go. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You may have noticed that a lot of my sentences have the word post office in it. That's because I don't know any other places in Japanese. I'm doing the best I can. Ed.
Ian.
Yes, boss.
She's top banana, isn't she?
I love her. She's 12 years old. If anyone doesn't know,
brilliant.
She's 12 years old, right? She's Japanese. She's only been speaking English for 3 years. I love her. I absolutely love her.
Oh, yeah, every time. She's absolutely fantastic.
She's superb. Anyway, Ed, what can I do for you? We're running out of time.
Okay, going back to my past, I remember my friend also lived out on a caravan in his mum's house in the Surrey outskirts somewhere.
Yeah.
Is it the same person? Was he famous for rubbing his soap through a tea strainer?
His soap?
Yeah.
No. Why would someone rub their soap through a tea strainer?
If you think long and hard about it, you might... He would be famous for that. If that's the case, it's the same person. If not, fair enough.
It's definitely not the same person, although this person lived in Glastonbury, and he did do something with a fish slice that I can't say on the radio.
Yeah, I think it might be the very same person. Very large.
No, he's tall and skinny, this fella.
Oh, very different person then.
Well,
All right, thanks, Ian.
Ed, thanks for that. I'm intrigued about the soap and the tea strainer now.
Bob, Gordon, emergency. My email's down. I know it's Sunday evening. I don't need my IT Johnny to tell me that. What do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to send my chef a last-minute change for my menu.
If your IT at work breaks down, you want it fixed there and then, whatever time of day it is. With an instant IT breakdown recovery service from BT, you get 24/7 support from one of our UK-based experts. So whatever size your business, you'll be back doing what you do best in no time.
I don't care if you're having roast chicken with all the trimmings and the stuffing. If you don't sort it out, I'll personally stuff you. Bob.
To find out more about 24/7 expert IT support from BT, visit bt.com/business. BT, bringing it all together.
See website for details.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Oh, James has muffed it up at the last minute. Oh, he's doing so well. We don't know how long the montage is.
The computer crashed.
So what does... Oh, the old... Wouldn't get that from Lady Alex. Oh. Does that mean we haven't got one?
It's nearly there. Give me 30 seconds.
Unbelievable. Such shoddy work from him. Right, Jim.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Oh, it's you.
By the way, my friend says your Japanese is very good. She understood what you said.
Oh, really? I'm getting there. I'm excited about the lesson tomorrow because I think I'm getting there.
She's very impressed. But today I sat on a park bench.
All right. Well, thanks for calling.
No.
Oh, that wasn't the story. Right, sorry.
No, and I got something on my trousers.
Yes.
And I thought, I wonder how many of your listeners have had exciting and interesting things happen to them with park benches.
Jim, I'm going to cut you off. Lovely. Nitesh.
Oh, God, you get them all, don't you?
We get them all and then some.
I'm going to be a really boring anorak now.
Go on.
Your statement just now that aircraft can't reverse is untrue.
Don't tell me about the little tow trucks, because that's not the aircraft reversing.
No, I'm an ex-aircraft engineer, so I know what I'm talking about.
Go on, then.
If an aircraft is at a standstill, and the engines are running...
Yes.
And it's put into reverse thrust...
Right.
And the power is turned up, the aircraft will move backwards.
Hardly, though.
And it will move backwards, so it can reverse.
Yeah, but it will hardly move backwards, only ever so slightly.
No, it will actually physically move backwards.
Right, but only ever so slightly.
But it still can be done.
No, but it's only ever so slightly. It's... Nitesh?
Hang on a second.
No, we've lost him. So, you missed... What was that about? You missed the show today. It sounded like this. We're looking back. We're getting in before everybody else does. We're going to do a review of the last...
10 months?
What'd you call in for?
I'm trying to tell you that you're doing.
Then I'm reading in the paper today... Can you believe there's a dude leaving here who's got 2 leaving dues?
How are you?
Do you know what? I'm really tired and I'm dying of lockjaw.
I told you not to take that cat, didn't I? I knew that would happen.
Not that one. Not that one. Is that James Max?
It is. Hello.
May 2007, Peter from Brazil starts writing the blogs for us. Not that one. Not that one. Yinka. Chris, do you remember when we used to do a show on Sunday nights? Oh, no, that one's rubbish. Hang on. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I think I'm actually... I'm going to die tonight.
Well, I'll help you with that, but I've got a problem with an inappropriate cat called Dexter.
Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Every topic we've talked about so far, we're stopping talking about, because I'm bored of them. I need to... this one!
Oh, hi, Muppet, how are you?
Let's talk about Iain Lee's manhood.
Yeah, if you were registered to cook here, what food would you bring?
It's the show where the fun never... James?
You're fired.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yes, line one.
At times unbearably so.
Good lad, James. Excellent stuff. Always a pleasure to have you working on the show. Agent Chris, thank you very much as always. I'm back next week. The Psychic Show is up next. I've got a frog in my throat. I suspect it's the further onset, the internalisation of the lockjaw that's killing me. See you later. Bye-bye.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
At 10, Soham killer in hospital after a suspected overdose. A 17-year-old's been found on fire in Islington. Plus, in rugby, celebrations for England. It's 10 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Andy Hughes.